so just turn up your radio. About to bring it. Digging it, so just turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it.
Coke, dope, crack, smack, weed, E's, and CDs.
Digging it, so just turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it. Digging it, so just turn up your radio wherever you at. We about to bring it.
Yo.
Yeah, instead
Wow.
of P365.
I hear that. My ears perk up. YouTube and shit when there's a podcast going. By the way, oh, never mind. But yeah, no, I my brain shut off.
What's really good?
Yo, what's really good, everybody? What's
really good? What episode number is this?
56.
56, dude. Dormammu, I came to bargain. No, actually, what was the title that we named?
Kaiju in Cairo.
Kaiju in Cairo. Because holy shit, dude, Moon Knight episode 6 is out. Sorry, my dog is just like constantly licking my hands right now. I don't know what's happening. I got a fucking ski mask on because I'm being weirdo vibes right now. So things are getting weird. Because I just saw Doctor Strange and me and Mike saw it. My mom was there. Happy Mother's Day to all you mommies out there.
Happy Mother's Day.
Let's go. We're actually recording this on Saturday, and we're gonna air it, well, tomorrow when you guys see this. So,
which will be today, Sunday.
Yeah.
When you watch this, so.
Dormammu, I came to bargain.
Exactly.
Stone's not here right now because I think he's doing stuff. He's working. Working.
He's
so he's
man.
getting that bread.
Yeah.
Actually, and quick honorable mention and shout out to my buddy Purdy. Purdy was actually just on national TV for Banditos, and he was doing mixology stuff, like bar stuff and everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was really cool to see him on TV. So shout out to him.
Yeah,
and I know
cool.
that Stone works at Banditos, so sponsor us. So anyway, fucking lot of shit, dude. A lot of shit that we got to talk about. A lot of shit. First off, we're gonna probably do. Oh man, I don't know if we should do Moon Knight first, or if we should do Doctor Strange first, or if we should do the trailers first, dude. Everything's so crazy right now. Multiverse.
Yeah,
my brain is scrambled. What do you feel like? What are you feeling like?
I'd say let's just knock these new things out, and then
Knock the new shit out.
and then we'll just
I like
keep
that.
going, and because then whatever.
Let's
we,
do
we
it.
Could talk till
Fuck
we're
it.
exhausted up.
Yeah, let's go. Let's start with Kenobi, right?
Yeah, Kenobi.
Yeah, my boy Ian
First-
McGregor.
Before we show the trailer, I'm gonna.
Hell yeah.
There he is. Bring it up there. There we go. You
Dude,
got
really cool
Obi-Wan
trailer.
there.
Or not trailer. Really cool poster.
Yeah.
I like
Like Got the dual suns.
lightsaber on his hip.
Boom.
Yeah.
There he is. There he is.
Hayden Christensen.
Christensen.
Yes, sir.
Reprising his role.
Love that.
Yep.
Definitely on Tatooine.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I got the two.
Yes,
The
sir.
light source.
Love that. Like
Very
the
nice.
poster. Really cool.
It looks the
May-
same.
May
pretty much,
27th.
So yeah.
Holy shit, dude. These podcasts are about to be jam diddly doo da
Dude,
packed.
I'm gonna have to
with
make
shit.
Dude, there's gonna be so many just stinger
Fuck that,
punchers.
dude. Oh my god. We're about to be fucking making you work overtime. This is
Oh
not
yeah,
cool.
well, it will be cool because I'll have the new PC and
Yeah,
just be
that's
rocking and
true.
rolling.
Yeah.
But the irony of that, that's supposed to be Thursday,
Uh-huh.
and so I'm out Thursday, Friday,
No.
and all of the following week.
No. Oh, that's so garbage, dude.
Right.
That's so garbage.
Exactly.
Ah.
It is.
And no Moon Knight to hold you over either. Moon
No.
Knight is officially done.
No, that's true. There's well, at least the We Are in the City. I'll
That's
have
true.
An episode of something,
Yeah.
which we're gonna hold off on talk.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're gonna wait till next week to talk about that. I am a slacker and I just didn't get a chance to watch it this week. I'm sorry, guys. But I do
No,
want to
it's all
watch
good.
it. I promised my roommate that I was gonna watch it with him, and then we just didn't get around to doing it. And now it's like, all right, now I got 3 fucking episodes I gotta catch up on. Got it. I'm gonna do it. Especially because Mike's got some stuff he's been working on for our We Own This City reviews, and it looks pristine.
Yeah, just need
so-
audio and a final clip. I need to
Yeah.
rewatch the second episode. I didn't finish it all the way. I couldn't.
Oh,
Not
okay.
because when I just fell asleep. I was tired.
Yeah, I feel
So
you.
I definitely had to rewatch that one. But the first episode was really good, and
Right.
from what I remember from watching, the second episode started off really good. So
Huh? Okay.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But I definitely have to rewatch it, and then whatever it is, it'll be tomorrow, Monday,
Yeah.
night or morning, whatever. Monday it'll be out again.
Okay, cool. So it is Monday then.
Yep.
Got it. Got it.
Looking over
Dude,
thinking this
do me
live
one
chat.
do me one favor.
Yeah.
Go into Discord, open up that message from Jordan, and tell right on the left. You see in Discord?
Right on the left.
Oh yeah, my bad. In
That's funny.
Discord on the left side. Look all the way to the left side of Discord. Yep.
Sorry.
Message him.
Yep.
What'd he say?
Said you're gonna be on tomorrow.
Tell him I will be. Tell him yes I will. And then tell him filming the podcast right now. Be right back. Thank
We'll
you,
do that.
sir.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you so much. I don't know what he's doing, but it ain't messaging me no more because I'm on the podcast.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But yeah, man, super stoked to watch We Own This City. Can't wait to do it. I'm actually Probably gonna end up doing that Monday, Tuesday. Unless, yeah, 'cause Nick has off those days, so I'll be able to be like, yo, let's do this shit. Let's binge all 3.
Right.
So I'm probably gonna knock those out on Monday. If the hive mind of GTA permits me to break away from it. So
Yeah, so again, that's gonna be another thing. I won't be able to play.
I know you're gonna have to live vicariously through Discord.
Yeah, I mean, I could always just join. Yeah,
Yeah,
join straight if
yeah, which I always will. Honestly, I've been really contemplating just streaming that game all the time.
I don't know why you wouldn't.
It's
You
just
said
a
it's-
tolling game, and I'm scared to stream it.
Oh, I understand.
Just with like the circumstances that are right now, where
Mhm.
it's like I don't know if, and my internet has been really inconsistent lately,
Right.
so it's like I'm kind
Putting
of
a lot
scared
of,
to stream.
So yeah, that's another plus to.
Well, guess
access right
what,
now.
dude? They
I
don't
just said that
offer it
you can't-
around here.
I just said that you can't access right now.
I would
right
totally
now.
pay for it. I would totally pay for it right now. The way my account looks,
Mhm.
I got it. I would totally. And Nick even was like, "I'm willing to pay more."
It's just so much worth, more worth than being on a cable line where you're dependent on everybody else's usage.
Yeah,
That bogs it down. It's
I don't
all
think Xfinity
electricity,
offers
like,
nothing like that.
What?
I don't think. What?
Xfinity doesn't offer what?
Like fiber optic.
Oh
Things.
no.
I think AOL does. Yeah.
Google does.
Maybe that's what like absorbed that. I'm getting off topic. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
Super sorry.
Sorry.
Lucasfilm and Obi-Wan Kenobi,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
trailer. Let's get it.
Let's
My
roll-
bad,
let's
everybody.
roll
I'm
it.
super fucking sorry. Okay. Oh, whoa. Wait. What? Okay, that's definitely Tatooine. Is that a lightsaber?
Yeah, I think so.
There he
There
is.
he is.
Oh, wow. I didn't know this dude was cast.
That's cool.
That's Luke's dad, young. I like that.
Owen Lars.
Yeah. Oh, baby. It's about to be Star Wars season.
Looks promising.
6
I like that.
episodes.
I like that.
Why's he got a blaster? Interesting. Whoa. Oh, a little droid. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Are they going to
Show
show
it.
him? Are they going to show him? Oh,
it.
we didn't see him.
No, but you know.
Oh. Oh, look at that transition, dude.
They're getting creative.
They're
with
getting
it.
cool
That's
with that
cool.
shit.
Like
Because
the
the last
Moon Knight
one was
really
yeah,
good. That was really
that one was cool too. Yeah. Very cool.
Okay,
Wow.
Yeah, I agree. That was
Actually, can we do one more additional trailer that I would love to see again?
What is that?
Can you bring up the Avatar trailer?
Oh, for real?
that
yeah,
we
yeah. I need to see that
saw?
again, not in 3D, even though it was cool in 3D.
Oh my God, did it look
It looked
amazing?
Really, it looked really good, but there were some parts where I had a hard time distinguishing what was good because you had like the shade of blue of the Avatar
Yeah.
people, and then like
The
against water,
yeah.
right? And it's like trying to see the dip. I
For
don't know.
me, guess what? You want to know what my problem was with the trailer?
What's that?
Kept getting distracted by all the little sparkly things and all the
Yeah,
shit that
see,
was
that-
in
it-
3D,
it
and I
was
was like, "This looks amazing."
It was really that
It
part
was
really
so
cool.
good.
I wonder how they do that. Make it 3D and 2D composited. Like it is.
You got me. I don't fucking know, man.
Interesting. 'Cause
It's
it was
really cool.
It was cool. Certain parts were pulled out, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like the pop out kind of crazy 3D-ish. It was just
no.
you could tell the depth
It
of
almost looked
everything.
like it was just like
or the separation of the characters on the landscape and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. It was very interesting.
You know, that was another. Yeah, that was another thing, and I wanted to like bring that up with it. Some of the other trailers
Yeah.
that like clearly this is not a 3D movie.
Yeah.
It looked crazy in the 3D to me. Like just like the people like popped out of the scene.
You mean
The bokeh of shots looked
like Top Gun Maverick?
Yeah, just
That
just
one
talking
for
scenes
me,
between two people.
When it was like close up of Tom Cruise in the jet, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
damn, that looks like crazy. I was like, this is not even it. Because I like lifted my shit up at one point and I'm like, this is not in 3D.
Right.
But I was like, and then I put the glasses back on. I'm like, why does this shit look amazing in these glasses?
Dude,
like, for me,
it
because
was crazy.
I've seen that Top Gun trailer and Nope.
Yep.
Like, I've seen both those trailers, you know, a handful of times now. And like, seeing them with the glasses on, I was like, I don't know, man. Something about this shit hits different.
For real. That yeah, like in the Note part, you can see the little like the flags.
Yeah.
That are raised. Like it's just like again, like give you that
There
depth
is like
of field.
yeah, it was like very poppy. Like,
Trailer. All right. So, but speaking on, we done speaking on Kenobi.
no. Well, actually,
I just want to get this. I'm gonna get this in here, and
Yeah, I'm done for now.
you're done for now?
I'm sure they're gonna probably have another trailer that we can break down, and I'd like to do that with Stone here.
I got you.
Over us like going into super depth and everything, and to be honest, it looks like the Sith that they have involved in this are really cool. Which I'm for. But also at the same time, it's like, it kind of shows, to me, it kind of looks like the story just kind of like, not is what it is, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we know what happens, right? Kind of like with the whole like Obi-Wan watches over Luke from afar,
Of course.
all that type of shit.
But we also don't know like that middle time of the interactions between Darth Vader and
Right.
And
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
yeah, what has he been up to? Other because he's obviously doing more
Looks
than
like
just.
it looked like he was kind of like low-key bounty hunting, kind of.
Yeah, I don't know if he's doing the bounty hunting
Or
the bounty
he's
hunters or he's
After,
being bounty hunted.
yeah, I don't know. It looked unclear to me. But I saw with the other thing too that I find interesting about the Obi-Wan thing. This is the last thing I'll say about it. Is poster has lightsaber.
Yeah.
Trailer, no lightsaber to be found. Didn't see it on him at all.
No.
So he has to like hide it away somewhere, probably, because Jedi are outlawed.
Yeah, that's maybe why he's using the blaster.
Probably.
Trying to conceal that.
Excuse me, miss.
I'm gonna push you off.
Yeah, literally. I can't even put like my leg all the way across because I'm just like putting my foot on her now. Lord. Okay, let's get this
let's
shit.
get into the.
Well, I can already tell you
Avatar.
this doesn't look nearly as good as it does in the theater. Like 100%.
Oh, dude. Just okay. Sorry. Just a quick thing. So remember talking about the cutoff of the thing and all that.
Yeah.
I made a note to look when the actual movie started.
Yeah.
Movie covered the entire
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, me too. I saw.
So why?
I don't
It's clearly
know.
not the projector.
It's probably
So-
the way it's cut.
It's so weird.
Yeah, that is weird.
So weird.
When you pointed it out, I couldn't stop looking at it.
I know.
It was really bad.
And I
was
knew
like,
as
what
soon
the
as I
fuck?
said that too, I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually when I point something out too, it's something like sounds. I'm like, listen for that, and I'm like, oh, now I hear it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I hear it and everything now.
But yeah, so that was interesting. So I really don't know what the deal it was. That, but
Facts.
yeah, back to
Avatar.
back to the Avatar. Right. This is not the same trailer.
This is not the same trailer.
This is for the second one, though. Right?
It doesn't
It doesn't look
look like
Avatar
the,
2, exclusive.
Nah, this ain't it. No way. No way.
Confused.
What? Avatar 2 Way of the Water or whatever. Yeah. Get rid of okay.
Look to us.
What?
Here it is.
That's it.
Here it is. All right, everybody, calm down.
Wait.
This isn't it.
This isn't it either.
I am so confused.
This is not it either.
This looks like a
This
video
is a
game.
video game.
Oh my god, we're getting trolled. Okay, maybe it's not
I
released.
think probably not yet.
Okay, there's 6 days ago.
2.7 million views. Try this one.
2.7 million trolled. Where do you see 2.7 million? When I'm on?
Yeah. Just Buffalo Blitz 2.
Definitely not. Ain't long. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Teaser.
Well,
This was a teaser. All right, so whatever. We seen
we
in an
saw
awesome trailer.
Yeah,
that
for Avatar.
You guys will probably be able to see soon.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Don't get trolled like we just did.
Yeah, well,
Be
yeah,
safe out
definitely
there.
don't do that because yeah, there's a lot of disinfo out there.
Yeah, there is a lot of false information out there, but trust and believe if you go see Doctor Strange, you will see a trailer for the new Avatar, and it does look very good.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I was actually like really blown away that I was like, how can you like I didn't know. I mean, I knew that some were going to come out like new ones, but I was like, this shit looks crazy good.
Miles above what it already broke ground in before.
100%. 100%.
I'm actually a little upset that I can't watch.
I know, me too.
So I did want to see it again.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
they're
unfortunate.
supposed to be.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard it was supposed to be 10, to be honest.
Or that's okay.
I heard 10.
You need to chill. How long has it been since?
I think 6 years.
6 years?
Maybe 8. It might be 8. I forget when that came out, dude.
I don't remember.
I think it came out in 2000. Damn, I don't know. What? What's going on?
Oh, it's war.
Oh, I was like, what's happening?
Here's
Say
You
yeah.
know, whatever. Came out in what did you say?
I said 8 years. What is it, like 13 years? Oh no! Are you serious?
Yeah, buddy.
Holy shit!
That's what I say. You're gonna do 10.
Yeah, that's what they're playing.
Ambitious. I mean,
All right, I'm
then
taking
again,
this off. I can't do it.
no, you can't. Oh, everybody knows it. I guess it did.
It's me, everybody, and I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids.
There you go. We know exactly.
Oh
what it is now.
yeah. That's true.
All right.
Holy shit! Whew, I can see now, motherfuckers. Them eye holes are too small.
That's funny. All right, so
Honestly, I really just wanted to get that off so I could drink this delicious Red Bull. Oh yeah. We're not sponsored by them. Yeah, let's get down with this Game of Thrones prequel
this
trailer,
one I
and then
know
we'll get
is
into
not a troll. Okay.
it. Better not be. Don't play with my emotions like this.
It's definitely not.
It says HBO. It must be it.
Haunting music.
Bro, are you ready for this?
I am. I definitely am interested. I love that table. I'm definitely interested in seeing what they do because again, this is something where it's like we know where this ends. Like this,
Yeah.
we actually know.
Yeah.
With Obi-Wan and stuff, we know where the end
don't know
goal
what's in
is, but we didn't know
between.
what's in between.
Yeah.
This, we know where it ends and we know how it gets there. So, it doesn't leave a lot of interpretation, in my opinion. I mean, granted, they can do whatever they want, I guess, especially if they have the right to do it creatively. But yeah, so
So that's gonna be it coming out when it starts getting when it starts to get cold.
right.
Kind of.
But like this has nothing, even though they still exist on the table, and the music intensifies. But what I like about what I see is that besides the table is that they capture the feel to me
Yeah.
of what Game of Thrones looked like. But there's no White Walkers, like even though they exist, there's no mention of them. There's
Good.
not, it's supposedly a self-contained story
Good.
of a civil
That's the way it should be.
war-ish type situation between two families, or the same family, just two factions of the family,
Right.
and things like that. But again, like this is already like who the characters are, what they do,
Yeah.
how we get from point A to point B. I hope there's not a lot of like, yeah, but this character's gonna do this now instead of, yeah, but
I don't think they will. I mean,
well, here's the one thing, because I haven't read that first version of books. The about the Targaryens and all that. I have not read that book. But from what I gleaned from watching a short video about this, one thing that supposedly is an addition, notice in the trailer they said somebody Stark, right?
yeah.
Starks existed, but in the story that's written, they don't have a part to play at all.
Huh.
So they're kind of like maybe doing a member berry thing, or
Yeah.
we don't know. Don't know. So I hope it's not a Liberties of Lord of the Rings, or Rings of Power rather.
Yeah. I mean, one thing about Game of Thrones, just the series in general, is like that Stark is like kind of like a household name, like in regards to like just the series. So it's probably just like a stupid like thing like that where it's like, oh yeah, we'll just put a Stark in here because everybody knows that name. And
That's right.
yeah, that's what I think probably if that's the case, which that kind of sucks.
They're
But
probably going to need aid because they're going to again be battling. So somebody's going to have to go meet with the Starks. But yeah.
probably something like that, I would assume. But hopefully they work it into where it's like an interesting and innovative way to tell the story still, like where it doesn't break anything.
Right. And the only people that would really be offended are the die hard fans.
Yeah.
It did not happen.
Yeah, I mean, and from that aspect, I do understand it because I'm like that with Rings of Power with Lord of the Rings. So it's like,
They just seem like they're going in.
oh
this
yeah,
universe.
I guess to the degree of them changing stuff, yeah, it is different for sure.
Because again, that gets into the thing of they're using written material. Rings of Power is not.
Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
again, here you have pretty much, I won't say a script. There is still a lot of dialogue but obviously you have to condense things down because in a book you're explaining sceneries and all this kind of stuff.
It's just how it is around here at this time. I was gonna say we're doing this at a way different time than normal.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like again, I think it captures the feel of what we know of Game of Thrones' world very well. It's not like a drastic like, oh
Yeah, yeah.
they're using a completely different color palette and
Yeah.
just like, you know,
I agree.
I it keeps that feel to it.
A lot of like orange and blue hues.
Exactly.
That's
Right.
the Stark guy, I think.
No. That's Otto Hightower. That's Hand of the King.
Oh.
That's his daughter. Going to be marrying
Oh.
so then that's what starts like so now you have half Targaryens that are on that side of the marriage and the other side that's another child is like wait but I'm the struggle power
Yeah,
type thing. They play an ugly. I just dialogue. I hope. Got a little blood pack thing going on.
yeah.
But yeah, definitely going to be interesting. Obviously, you have dragons.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the one thing I'm really excited for is we don't have to like in this series we're not gonna have to like hopefully we're not gonna have to like wait multiple seasons.
no,
to see
because they're a
shit.
thing. They're already a thing.
Yeah, right,
So
exactly. Like
they're
and they
on their
haven't
way
been dead.
out.
Yeah,
They're still a thing.
yeah,
Which is where you see them. They have them caged up or
Yeah,
dungeoned up,
yeah, I
and
saw
that's
that.
what eventually leads to downfall.
yeah.
Dragons. But yeah, definitely can't wait. Can't wait.
Yeah,
It's got a little bit longer to wait, but
yeah. August is a ways away.
I think we're gonna see a little bit more. Hopefully, another trailer or two. I don't want to give too much away, obviously, but I think also this is gonna be a very dialogue heavy, which is fine for me as long as the dialogue is engaging.
I'm with it. The thing is like yeah, like you said. I mean, you know, especially like the first season of Game of Thrones is very dialogue heavy and
That's
stuff.
yeah,
and,
exactly what I'm getting at.
And yeah, and it, you know, it's like for me, the story in the first season at least was like super interesting enough to where I was like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Let's see what happens. Like, you know,
Right.
and then it like spiraled into this thing where you know it was just I was like addicted as shit. I just couldn't stop watching it, and the fact that yeah, this kind of gravitates in the same field. I like that it's not the same Tweedledee and Tweedledum writer.
Yeah.
So that's uplifting, and I got big expectations and big hopes for this series, and I want them to succeed. I hope you know that they do a good job, and from what I've seen so far, especially Matt Smith looks crazy with like crazy hair, like that blonde like white hair.
Yeah, he's gonna be a main character. I mean, Daemon Targaryen.
Oh yeah. He's gonna be insane. He's gonna be burning everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna want that throne.
Yep.
That's gonna be the thing. Oh.
So yeah, I can't wait to see what we have in store in regards to that. That's amazing. It looks good.
It definitely does. Now, the only thing about season lengths, I wouldn't want it to go past like 3, 4, maybe 5. Again, the story already written, and to fill it with as much as what's supposedly in there, it's like you're gonna have a lot of filler or a lot of stretching or just a lot of reinventing. Keep stretching it out. It can't be as long as what Game of Thrones actually like turned out to be.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree with you. I think that the potential for that to actually happen though is pretty high.
What, being stretched?
Yeah, and like put into multiple seasons and stuff like that. Because you got to understand from like HBO's perspective, they're like everybody hated the last season of the show. If we can revitalize it and milk it until it's absolutely dry, then
Well, see, I was at this point. I wouldn't say that it's greenlit to like. All right, you have.
oh yeah,
You
I
know,
don't think
it's
so either.
probably like,
I mean, if
we'll
it gets
see.
received really well, then yeah.
But at that point, to me, if I was a producer, granted, it goes a lot more because you have different sets that you have to build all this. But instead of extending this show, I would greenlight another show in the universe
Yeah.
because he has more to pull from. a lot. I mean, there's a lot to pull from that doesn't necessarily have to deal with that main story.
Yeah, I
So-
get where you're coming from.
And
Make
I
a
would
whole
also
fucking season
well,
on the Three-Eyed Raven. Shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that would be a lot of interpretation. I think.
It would be cool. I'd be down.
Plus, in the books, I don't know if they know exactly who it is. There's theories about who it is, but yeah, I don't know if it's actually confirmed. And that's the whole thing I was about to say. Like, yeah, and if they greenlight another one, they should have George R. R. Martin. No, never mind. Don't give him any more work.
Yeah.
And finish the book, except if he doesn't want to finish it now because he's in a
What do
fuck
mean
you
he's
mode.
He's working on Elden Ring 2 now.
You know, he wrote apparently because I didn't know this. He didn't write. He wrote that a long time ago. Like wrote for it, not a long time ago, but it wasn't like recently. It was an early
Oh, yeah.
development.
Yeah.
And it was just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it was the Elden Beast, Queen America, and the Wars kind of thing, and then they took it from there because they apparently he didn't write everything on it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Do you think there
Interesting.
would be an Elden Ring too, or just continuous DLC?
Mm. Yeah, I think there would be an Elden Ring 2. There's Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3.
It's true.
And it was received better than Dark Souls, in my opinion. And I would say from sale-wise. Now, Dark Souls, like, got Elden Ring, all that. But, like, without Dark
Yeah.
Souls, there would
Oh,
be
well,
no
of
Elden Ring.
course.
But, yeah, I definitely think they would make an Elden Ring 2. For sure. It's going to take a long time, but...
Yeah. I mean, to design all those characters, write the lore, because dude, the kind of lore,
It's insane.
it is fascinating. That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
It's like you pick up a whole set
I
of a
knew-
certain
that's-
character, and it's
I
like,
knew you'd like the game.
oh
Yeah.
man, that's
It's a super lore heavy game.
definitely.
But yeah, I'm excited for House of the Dragon, man. I'm here for it. I'm really upset that we couldn't find the Avatar trailer.
I know that is very disappointing because it was
Yeah, it was. It was a
was
really good trailer.
I'm just trying to remember. Like I was just sitting there, like whoa, dude,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
looks crazy.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was with the 3D aspect
Yeah.
of it. Like, see,
It looked incredible on 3D, dude. I was like, wow. Holy shit.
I'm glad you got those glasses.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, yeah. Me too. I'm glad I got them too. We almost did not
Yeah,
have
it was
our
close.
3D glasses. Mike looked over at me and my mom and was like, "You guys have your glasses?" I was like, "What do you mean glasses?" He was like, "You told me that this movie's in real 3D. I have glasses and everything, and I didn't
It
even get the
is?
glasses." I was like, "Dang!" So
Check
we went.
your receipt. You're like, oh, it
Yeah,
is in 3D.
Yeah.
Jeez, Whiz.
We go out there and go to guest services. The lady, probably thought we were about to complain or something. I was like, "Nope, got something super easy for you. We just forgot our 3D glasses, man." And she was
Just
like,
needs
"Oh,
to,
okay, here you go."
boom.
It's like, "Oh, thank you."
Yeah.
And then we got in there, and man, I gotta tell you, 3D movies have come a long way.
Yeah, for
They
real. And
really
that's
have.
what I liked about, well, the trailer and the movie itself, because the movie was in 3D, but it wasn't your gimmicky 3D. Where
No.
it's like, it's confusing
Yeah.
going at you. Like,
Yeah.
no, it was just like everything, it looked
It
in
looked,
depth, like
yeah,
you see,
it
not a
looked like
2D image.
Yeah, exactly. Like there were certain people who were put in 3D that like just kind of like pop out of the screen a little bit,
Mhm.
like just a little bit, and it looks like, when like things are like going around on the screen and everything.
The
There
star
was,
portals,
yeah, dude,
like that again, and that just gave it,
It
that
looked
fucking,
so
like,
cool.
depth, like, just like
Yeah.
going that
it was
way.
beautiful looking, dude. I might
But-
start seeing a lot more Marvel movies in 3D. To be honest,
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
be
see, I
down.
haven't seen any other ones, so I don't know if this one special.
For me, I don't know. I think Spider-Man: No Way Home was in 3D in theaters, and honestly, I'm kind of upset that I didn't see that movie in 3D.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if they have Thor: Love and Thunder in 3D, I'm
Probably.
fucking seeing that shit in 3D, baby.
They probably do.
Bruh, that shit is
Trust.
gonna be amazing. Yeah, but we had a good time seeing that, man. It's good to see. It's good to see Marvel really succeed, and they really have been knocking it out of the park recently with series like Moon Knight and Spider-Man: No Way Home. Then they got the Doctor Strange movie that we saw today.
Does that all get you hyped for Miss Marvel? I don't know. I just cooking fraud. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, well, it's a valid question, and I would say I'm still not hyped to watch that show because like we've discussed, like I just don't think it fits my demographic.
Right.
But I don't know, man. There's something about what Disney's doing with Marvel right now where I just think that at the end of the day, I'm still going to be interested in what's going on.
That's what I'm getting at. Is like, do you have faith in that they're gonna not let something that wouldn't be satisfying to the normal fans or the consistent fans pass through instead of just like, yeah, we made.
I don't know. I think I have a lot of faith in Kevin Feige now. Like, I mean, it's been years, but I'm just saying, like, anything that has his name attached to it.
I'm just laughing because in the credits, like, how much it was just like Kevin Feige, a Kevin Feige production. This is brought to you by Kevin Feige.
Yeah, I mean, he's really involved.
I know
now.
he is. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah, and I think that he does a really good job of like developing a world or getting the world to a point where people give a fuck, and as well as I just think that he knows what fans want, or he knows what the fans want, and he incorporates fan service as much as he possibly can in films. And I think that we as Marvel fans appreciate that. There's a lot of things that he greenlights in films that are strictly based on his ear to like the fans.
Right. And so I ask you this because there's a lot. I mean, it happens a lot, and I'm sure it's for many different reasons, but Marvel directors seem to get shuffled in and out sometimes.
Yes.
Or sometimes.
Yeah.
And you think that is based on director wants to do a certain thing, and Feige goes, "Nah, that's not how it is. It's this way."
No.
No?
I don't think so, not necessarily. I think it's more so I think Feige goes to a director with an idea, and the director goes, "It's not really what I'm doing anymore." Perfect example would be like the Russo brothers. They don't want to do superhero movies anymore.
Right.
And they're so good at doing them. But that's where I think you have somebody like Sam Raimi come in, and it's like superhero movies he's familiar with. He was perfect for this Doctor Strange film that we saw because it had some really sweet horror elements to it.
It did. It really did. We'll get into it.
Yeah, we will. But I think Feige comes to directors with ideas, and then some directors kind of opt out and go like, "Nah, man, that's not really what I'm into anymore," and stuff like that. Or I think it really depends. Like, I mean, same thing could be applied to like somebody like James Wan. Like, I mean, he's making Aquaman 2, and his bread and butter is like horror films. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think I don't know. I think it might. I don't know. Maybe it's a mixture of both. Like maybe Feige comes with an idea or has like a certain director in mind for a certain project with a character, or maybe he comes to directors and is like, you know, if you had to pick a superhero that you could do a project on, like, what, who would it be? Like, and something like that. And
Right.
it's like, you know, Russo brothers and stuff, super good at making spy films and everything like that. So it's like Captain America kind of works for that.
Right.
I'm trying to think of the other directors that were involved. I forget the one behind Thor.
Not Taika Waititi.
No, because Taika Waititi revitalized that like entire
Oh yeah.
like
There
Thor
was a
in
whole
general.
different. There was a whole different
exactly
attitude.
Now he has Thor. He has Thor now.
Right.
But the original like OG guy when it was still Fox or not Fox, Sony or whatever, and Marvel, like because Thor came out when Marvel Studios was not a thing yet. So I just forget.
Kenneth. Bran. I don't know.
Sure, I know Tom Hiddleston talks about him a lot. He like really likes him. Yeah, no more Thor movies. I'm pretty sure he did Dark World as well, but yeah, same vibe. Yeah, very same vibe. You know, and you know, you could say like Josh Whedon with Avengers, 1 and 2.
And you know what? I want to just think of you know what's funny? It's like we just mentioned. I'm just thinking like that movie's not received. Basically, story, acting, but I noticed something from just thinking like when I watched that movie and I saw the like going through the reality, right? And stick would go through or a rock would get, you know, whatever. It to me and it was like it's gimmicky. I don't like it. But now we see that so much. Like we just saw that in No Way Home with you know all the mirror dimension stuff and all that,
Wong
and
with
it
the
looks
slings. Yeah,
it looks so much more believable. It's the same thing, but done better.
Yeah.
And that it was just an interesting aspect because like it's not new. Things have acted this way before. It just
For sure.
It's
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of proves like some directors just come at it from a different angle that works, and it's just, you know, and who knows, maybe they got the OG idea from Thor 2 where they're like, oh yeah, well, we could use that type of thing for a sling ring, like, you know, or maybe they go like this and they open it and all that kind of shit or whatever. I don't know.
well again like I guess the time has been in effects. What's available.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Oh my god. So you are literally killing me.
Walling all over the place.
Yeah, can you
that's
Yo.
that's hilarious.
Can you get off the couch? Peace, nerd. Okay. Oh my god, some fucking room. Oh my god. Woo.
Savor it while it lasts.
Yeah, for real. Oh my god. Okay. Whew. All right. I think
So.
I'm ready to get into Moon Knight.
Get into Moon Knight.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, Moon Knight it is.
I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Can I tell you a secret? Embrace the chaos.
All right, there you go.
Ooh.
The release of Amit.
Dude, okay. This fucking series has
His dog.
good god.
She's
She's just looking up at me while she's
Just licking away. That's so fun.
Anyway, this series is so good, dude. What a finale. What a
Yes.
send off. starts off in the mind prison, right? Right? Something like that, right?
Oh god.
Oh, gotta go back and watch it because I forget.
Yeah, I watched it on Wednesday.
Yeah, me
but
too.
It was. Did it start
And
after?
I think so. Yeah, I think
I don't know.
Yikes.
I thought it started off with him right after like Haru shot him. And then so I guess. No, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't remember.
Crazy.
Anyway, in this episode, dope ass shit happens. Yeah, I mean, I guess we're just spoiling. We're spoiling, right?
Yeah, it's the finale. If you don't know,
Yeah,
by now,
yeah,
then,
it's the finale. So, release of Amit. We got Amit looked really good.
Really good.
Fucking crocodile goddess.
I was wondering how they were going to do it.
Yeah, me too.
And especially since we saw that hieroglyphic of it. So
And it was on all fours.
right.
In the hieroglyphics, so I was like, don't
Exactly.
be coming out crawling and shit. Nah, like come out strong.
And so that was another thing that I was somewhat worried about going into it,
Yeah.
into this episode, because it obviously has to be the ultimate end battle,
Sure.
CGI end battle.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
But it was good.
We
I enjoyed it, in my
um
opinion.
we got to see Khonshu throw hands,
Yeah.
which was cool as shit.
Yeah.
I really liked that.
And just growing. Just
Yeah,
whoa,
and
just
become literal
crazy.
kaiju size. Here's a thought.
Yep.
Could everybody see what
I
they
was
were
about
doing?
to ask you the same
Really?
thing.
Same
thing.
Do you think everybody saw them?
I don't.
Neither do I.
I don't. Because we didn't see any reactions of anybody freaking. I mean,
True.
you know, and the jackal and all that in the early episodes, episode 2,
Nobody
whatever,
saw them.
nobody could see them either.
Yeah. So what do
So-
what do they think just happened? Just a big old windstorm and shit.
Yeah, well, they're seeing like purple light, and they don't know what the
Yeah,
hell's
yeah.
going on. So
That's what I'm saying.
I would say anything goes at that point. If you see
Yeah.
a bus flying,
Yeah.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
purple souls
lights are
flying
going-
up,
yeah.
and it's,
Dude,
oh,
how
man.
about Amit gobbling up them souls, just going nom 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 nom, and everyone, it was like she was Pac-Man almost, and just grew and grew and grew.
Right.
I was like, oh my god, how big is she gonna
like Donkey
get?
Kong 64?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you had to open the doors, feeding the
Yeah,
bananas,
yeah,
and then it got bigger.
Dude, that's exactly what happened. Yeah.
But yeah, it just kept growing.
It was really cool though. I really enjoyed seeing so two people stole the show for me. One was Khonshu.
Mhm.
We got some really cool line delivery from probably I think might be the episode where he talks the most
Mhm.
in this one.
I think so.
Yeah, and I liked it. Everything that he had to say, I was kind of here for. I was like, all right, let's go, dude. Hell yeah. Especially when Amit first gets released, and he's like, has this really cool thing where she's about to leave the temple or Giza pyramid that they're at, and he like stands in front of her with his like staff, and he's like, I cannot let you progress, or like something like that and shit.
Old
And-
Gandalf moment.
Yeah,
like,
it was just like really
Gotta go through
cool.
me.
Yeah, and honestly, the other person who stole the show for me was Layla.
Mhm.
Layla gets her fucking P's and Q's in this. She
For real.
she
Like-
literally like becomes like such a badass character in this
The,
finale episode.
Scarlet Scarab.
Yeah, or red scarab, right? Or no, yeah. Well, Scarlet
Same.
Scarab. Yeah. But yeah, so get a really cool scene with her when she's sneaking around after Mark gets shot, and she's trying to go and release Khonshu so Khonshu can save Mark, and she's like sneaking around, and then she finds Khonshu's little what is it called?
Ushapti.
Yeah, Ushapti. And she breaks that shit, and he's like, yo, wanna be my avatar?
What about before that though?
What?
So when that she broke that later on. When she was there with Mark, Harrow took him away and all that. And she followed with them.
Yeah.
And then Toweret was
facts.
talking through like the dead people.
Yeah.
In the same
dude,
manner.
that was wild.
It was cool.
That was wild. Yeah.
It was really cool.
Yeah, I
And,
did not know if she was like gonna get linked up with her or not.
She did.
Well, yeah, I know, but I like
yeah.
at the time I was like, "Are you gonna be an Avatar, bro? Like, what's
but not
up?"
but not conscious.
Not conscious. Yeah,
That was never
that
his
was
plan.
sick. Yeah, but that was really cool too. That she was like, it was like dead ass people being like, "Layla," like shit like that. Was so cool.
And then just like the talking in the way that
That's how
Toweret did.
Yeah.
The same expressions, and then just gone. Pop up on somebody else's body, like, oh, they just continue the conversation.
Yeah. So good. Especially, and after she tells Khonshu basically like, go fuck yourself. I'm not being your slave. We're gonna do this like together without, me enslaving myself to you. The Harrow starts pulling down everything and all this shit, and she's about to get crushed, and her flipping like between herself and Toweret
that
in
was,
the
that
hallway.
was really good.
That was cool
really
as fuck
good.
too. I was like, damn, dude, like
On
what
the
is
spot,
with
just like
this?
exactly.
Yeah,
Good
it's so
acting.
cool. And like I said, she gets her fucking P's and Q's. She gets her own costume. She gets cool ass
Really
fucking
cool
scarab
costume.
wings. What else does she have? These like cool ass blades. Those were cool too. Where she was like, ooh.
Everything's, and then when finally like Mark links up,
You
have him going between the two suits.
Oh
He has
my
batons,
god,
right?
that
Boom,
was
boom,
so
boom, boom,
cool.
boom, through the baton,
Yeah.
deflected, caught by by Mark. So Steven threw the baton, Mark caught it, and then was the
Moon Knight
right
thing.
dude,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, that was dope. I love the line that Steven says to Layla while he's in the suit, and he's like, "I'm really gassed up to show you these new skills we just got."
Right.
And she's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and show me." And then that's that. We see the cool ass fucking scene from the trailers where he's like perfectly like, what happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
I was like, what did I click?
Yeah, but we have that sick ass scene where he like is like completely parallel with the car roof and throws the fucking two.
Yeah.
That was sick. Just and also him going toe to toe with Harrow was pretty cool.
One minor gripe,
Yeah, sure.
even though it works with the lore of the show when we find out at the end, but the about to split Harrow's face open.
Yeah,
Know,
I know.
I really thought in the instant that it cut to, I thought Harrow was dead. I
Yeah.
was like, oh no, don't do this, because that would have been, I don't know, I would have been a little let down.
Yeah.
If it just, but
Yeah.
they didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like Harrow,
Yeah.
but I don't like Harrow like that
Really?
much. Yeah. Like I love Ethan Hawke, and I love Harrow's. I love the way Ethan Hawke plays Harrow, but after like the shits, I was just like, like I just thought, I just wanted him to be a little bit cooler.
Have a suit.
Kind of, yeah. Like I kind of wanted, like I meant to be like, okay, well he has armor, so let me grant you armor. Like, so when you think about it, it's like this, right? Amit was her last avatar was Alexander the Great, a warrior. Let's see some fucking armor on Arthur Harrow, bro. Like.
Some like alligator scaled armor.
Not even. Doesn't even have to be wild like that. It could literally just be like some fucking dope ass looking like Egyptian armor.
Okay.
Like that's it. And then it let him have his little like not scale anymore, turned into an axe thing.
Execution.
Yeah, that was wild. I was
Yeah.
like when that like turned into that, I was like,
Whoa.
whoa.
Now, what did you think about all of his followers running around then just like grabbing people's arms? They're judged.
I thought that
I was,
that was like, for me, that was just a thing of like, we have to show how Amit gets bigger. We have to do this in order.
I would have respected, like, all right, a staff, boom, like they
and
did
like
before,
judges
right?
everybody in one
Right,
fell
but
swoop.
and the only people that remained were the ones with the tattoos.
I
you
like
could
that
see
better.
you know?
I like that better.
Instead of just like, give me your arm. Like, we both have tattoos. Okay.
Yeah. It felt like that
Very
scene in
random.
particular was kind of like, you know, everybody just grab somebody. Y'all got tattoos now.
And it would be different if you were like converting the people and not just like, you know, because how are you gonna now? You still only have this amount of people. Are you
Yeah.
all gonna just, all right, on to the next city?
Yeah, yeah.
And we're
like,
gonna grab
yeah,
the arms
everybody's
of
gonna
everybody
grab
here.
everybody.
Everybody line up, line
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Be judged. Be judged. Everybody,
Exactly.
we're gonna judge you.
So yeah, that was one aspect that I was like, I don't know. But it's so minor in the show. It was just a little thing that a little nitpicky.
Yeah.
Like I don't get this, but
For me, the thing that, I guess it's not like a big gripe, but it's more so of a, I knew that this was gonna happen kind of gripe, is just the amount of like CGI fighting that was in it.
yeah.
When
But, I
Arthur
mean, I
starts
just-
running down the pyramid and shit, and then they I noticed that they changed that scene
What do you
from
mean?
the trailer. In the trailer,
Oh, with the punch. It
yeah,
wasn't
it's
a punch.
a
It
knee.
was a knee.
Yeah, I was like, oh wow, okay, interesting. Cause like,
I guess they wanted to make it more. Well, we frame by framed it, but
yeah, but
they wanted to make it more obscure.
They cut the full, like
You
right.
need him in the face.
Yeah, I know, but in the trailer one, he punches him in the face from afar, and in the episode, it looks like he's gearing up. Like they cut it right before you can see his fist like come through to like punch and shit. Yeah, Zoe, nice. But yeah, and then obviously they changed it to a knee. But I was like, oh wow, that's cool. But yeah, that part in particular, I was like, okay, like, CGI out of nowhere. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I mean, like, it was cool seeing Khonshu fight little, but the big kaiju shit, I was like, I don't know. I was indifferent.
I agree.
I thought it was cool and ambitious, but at the same time, I was just kind of like,
Dude, the first time I saw them outside, I was like, they big?
yeah,
I couldn't
know.
really tell.
Yeah, the
and then
scale
like
of
then
them
you had
looks a little
I
weird.
think a tail swipe or something,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh shit, yeah, they're big.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and for me, I was kind of like expecting them to like just be like regular size fighting like that. I just
But
wanted
they're gods.
I wanted them to
and
be regular size.
They were at one point. And so, like, when we were watching the episode and seeing the souls being gathered and all this.
Yeah.
So, all right, at first, when we start seeing souls going, they're just going straight up. And when we see them later, like, when we have big kaiju Amit just gobbling them,
Yeah.
they're going up and then down into her. So it's insinuating that these souls is what's making her grow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What made Khonshu grow? Well, the moon was out.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No, because he could pull the moon out anytime he wants. I'm going to be big.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's the same thing as him later on in the episode where he manipulates himself into wearing like a dusty cover suit.
He manipulates.
Yeah, he manipulates himself, dude.
It's
Yeah.
a real mindfuck.
Yeah. No, but I mean, yeah.
I'm Moon Knight now.
Yeah, now I'm Moon Knight. But yeah, no, he I mean, even like the car and everything that he's in,
That's straight comic books.
well, yeah, but that's also, I mean, like, I think he like just like made that appear and stuff like that. So it's like, for me, I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess he can make himself big.
I don't know.
Maybe every Egyptian god can
I
be
want to say
Kaiju.
I'd live in a world where just Jake Lockley just kept that car somewhat like
Oh, it has like a business.
it was always
or
there.
something, yeah.
Now we gotta look back, watch to see if I see that car anywhere.
Oh, that would be wild.
You know what I mean? Like it was there
Yeah.
the whole time because that was what he was. It was a secret weapon.
Yeah.
It was the one that nobody knew about,
It's the one that is,
and was the one that was
it's the-
doing.
it's the
yeah.
one that is enslaved to Khonshu.
Yeah,
Stephen and Mark still think that they're free.
that's why they were
You
locked up.
thought-
That's why they locked up at the end.
Yep.
We're two fish in a bowl now.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Because, dude, that's one reason it took me a minute after watching it to recognize what was happening.
Yeah.
And that's when I told you, fuck this show. Not
Yeah.
like seriously, because I still thought it was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
like, then I was like, wait a minute. But so what was real? But then I realized, I was like, okay, so he made the choice
yeah.
of not killing Harrow, putting him in the actual
Right.
psych ward, and then here comes Mr. Jake.
Yeah.
And then Khonshu's real too, and he's balling out in the
So
Spectromobile.
for me, I really fucked with that scene.
Yeah,
One, because it just confirmed every theory that was speculated on this podcast.
that's what angered
about
me a little bit too. I'm like, but this is what we get. What
oh
we know.
nah,
but
see, for me it was a perfect like chef's kiss to what we get, because I was like, oh, so he has been in front of us
it's the
the whole
opening
fucking
season
time.
2.
Huh?
Oh, I'm telling you, there's gonna be season.
I don't think any
Marvel
soon.
changed their wording. They used to say the series finale, and then it's so
I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think that there's anything in the works for a while.
not for a
Yeah.
little, but anything could be sped up. I mean, it depends on reaction,
Yeah.
and it's not like they don't have the budget.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all just down to, can we get the people to do it again?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Damn, yeah, I want to see more, dude. Moon Knight is so
because
good.
I think it was received very well.
Oh yeah, I mean
At
everybody,
least on my end, from what I've seen from.
everybody I know loves it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's so good.
like
All in all, I mean the show in general, one has been an absolute joy to watch. Oscar Isaac, good God, you are a monster.
awesome.
I mean,
acting, just amazing.
Ethan Hawke, I loved you as a villain. Super interesting. Very cool take on
I enjoyed him as the Doctor too. I really did.
Yeah, me too.
Very
me
good.
too. Little mustache there, nice.
Yeah,
nice. The actress who plays Layla, very good. Loved her. Loved the voice acting. Towerette,
Yeah.
voice actress, super good. I'm trying to think of like any other really cool. I mean, just the
Shout out to the VFX.
oh yeah, the
Unbelievable.
VFX team, absolutely super,
For a TV
super
show.
good job.
For a-
I know,
That's
I know.
That's the thing. It's just with the budget, when you got money to do this, like, you can't have bad things. You shouldn't have bad things because you've got money to fix it.
Right,
It's
you got money to put Towerette's image in all three of the camera like
Yeah,
things on
properly angled
Yeah,
and all.
yeah. I mean, oh god, there's just so much in the show. I mean, shout out to the director. I mean, just really good job. I mean, everybody that is involved with the project, just outstanding. I just really, for me, like Loki, I think is number one Marvel TV show for me. This is definitely second, and then probably WandaVision after that.
I'd say for me, because I didn't watch those. I didn't have Disney Plus. Again, I just watched videos coming. So I
Yeah.
was like, I know, but I didn't actually watch it.
Yeah,
And I watched this one. Moon Knight for me is
number one.
number one because
Nice.
it's, was able to experience it the correct way.
Yeah, of course.
But it just, when I think of what they had to do with not just the writing, but weave the writing into set making, into the shot
Yeah.
development, where you have the breadcrumbs of the 3 people, 1 goldfish, the 2 goldfish,
Yeah.
all of that, and then in the psych ward scene originally when we first got there, and
Yeah.
all of those little. It's like, wait a minute, that's the Jello from the Jello van,
Yeah,
and then all
yup.
just to do that,
There's the cupcakes from the cupcake truck.
it has to be a cohesively written piece, and not like, all right, here's a self-contained episode. It has to be
Yeah.
woven
Yeah.
throughout the entire thing.
Yeah.
And like we know now, at the end of the show, every time hey, that's Jake now. We
Yeah.
thought it was he's
Just the
going
thing,
to just
yeah.
he's just transferring,
Yeah.
whatever. It's crazy. Just like it makes you think back. Wait a minute, did I?
Yeah, that's exactly what Loki did for me as well. Was it gave all of the homies enough speculation to theorize and talk about it throughout the week until the next episode came out.
Do you prefer that format?
Yes.
Over the Netflix.
Oh yeah. I'm not a binger. The only thing I binge is anime. And I don't know why that works for me, but that's just how it is. Like when it comes to Marvel stuff, don't get me wrong, like when it comes to like the movies and stuff, I like to binge them.
Right.
But my favorite thing to do about this kind of stuff is I like to talk about it
Yeah, it's the
afterwards.
speculation.
And all that
course.
kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love watching the film and everything, but yeah, like when it comes to TV, I get more time to do that.
Yeah.
And I like talking to my friends about, what do you think is happening, or like, how did you interpret this scene and stuff like that.
I do like it's Wednesday. Like this is
it's Moon Knight Wednesday.
It's We're in the City Monday.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, I like that aspect.
Yeah, I think it just gives you, I think as viewers, I think we, and myself included, because I'm guilty of it, but I think we get really spoiled with binging. I think and then we don't appreciate the art really a lot.
True.
For me, that
Now,
and
when
that's
there's things
something-
that I really like, thoroughly, really, really enjoy, like Game of Thrones. Oh, I can binge. I can
right. Well,
binge
yeah,
to
you
my
watch
heart's
it
content.
over and over and
Oh,
over and over.
yeah.
Right. But I mean, like when like, I remember when the new Stranger Things seasons would come out, like season 2 came out, and I binged the entire thing in 2 days, and I just was like, I don't even want to watch it anymore. Why? Like, and I don't know. It was just like, I just don't like it. Like
Just
I
burnt
want
out on it.
Well, yeah,
I
it's
did
like
it to The Witcher though. I watched season 1 and 2 in 3 days, whatever it was. Stretch.
For me, I'm like, I want to savor it. I want to.
I was doing it to catch up.
Well,
I thought
right.
we were going to talk about it.
Yeah,
we will eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Yeah, we'll get to The Witcher next week. But
Tune in.
yeah, but we'll have Henry Cavill as a guest on here. Tune in next week. But yeah, to talk about The Witcher.
We'll do it.
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah. But yeah, so I don't know. When it comes to the weekly thing, I like it just because of the aspect of it being like a day after, and I have homies that hit me up that go, "Holy shit, have you seen Moon Knight yet?" And I'm like, "No, I'm watching it, today or something like that." And then they're like, "Okay, text me after you watch it or something like that." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." Like I like doing that.
Right.
So, I enjoy that format a lot more than them just releasing all 6 episodes and that kind of shit. And even when the first season of The Witcher came out, the way we watched it was 1 episode per week.
Gotcha.
Like I kind of made everybody do that.
It.
Cause it's just like, I was like, I don't want to go.
Not everybody can watch 2, 3, 4 episodes.
Well,
whatever,
that and as well as like I'm gonna forget forget
It's a
certain
lot.
things.
It's
It's
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
information.
shit to take in. Like,
sure.
And
then with you do it like week by week, and if you talk about it, then other
You
parts get
remember more.
reinforced. Other people talk about different parts. Oh yeah, that's right.
exactly. So for me, I really like that aspect of it. The one thing I will say about this show again, just because I want to, I mean, it's over now. I want to give it its credit where it's due. Is the first episode of the show, I really did not think I was gonna like this show.
Yeah?
I'm gonna be completely honest. I saw that car scene in the beginning, and I'm not gonna front. I literally was like, I don't know, man. I was like, this shit looks CW. Like it, I don't know. It was just some aspects of it in the first episode that I just was like, CGI in this is really bad. Like, I don't know. And then we started to see Conchu and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, that's where all the fucking money went.
Right.
Yeah, and then we get further on in the season, and you see Tourette
Right.
and all the other.
Oh,
and
that's
and-
where the budget
yeah,
went. I got you.
You know, and then Ahmet, and then they're on the what is it, the Duat, the
Yeah.
boat and everything, and that's all CGI and shit like that. And it's like, okay, I get it now. Like, I get it.
Yep. This was a
And-
really throwaway type scene.
Right, and it's like they didn't need a lot of CGI to really get the point across. It's a car crash scene, all of this crazy shit happens. It's like, but here's the other thing too that I was thinking of too. Even with that scene being lackluster to me, I still wanted to see what happened at season or at episode 2.
Right.
Like where I was like, yeah, I mean it was kind of like decent, but it, you know, at the same time, like I want to see what happens.
I don't want to say it was a slow burn because it did have action in it, even though it was not the best CGI. It still
Sure.
had action in it.
Yeah.
But getting the story rolling, it was somewhat of a slow burn.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because we're getting to learn a character that is a character that we don't know. Like,
Yeah.
we don't know who it is, and it's not even who we think it is when we're learning about them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, wait, you're not even the actual person. The actual person's but
Yeah.
the actual person is.
Yeah, you're right.
Keeps you guessing.
Yeah, for sure. And
But again, like, yeah, that the impression off of the first episode alone, it's like, I don't know.
yeah, and then as each episode came out, I just, to be honest, I found myself more and more every week looking forward to Wednesday and being like, man, I can't wait to see what happens to Mark and Steven this week. Like, and just shit like that, you know, and especially when we get into the whole part of the series where they, you know, Mark and Layla are going into the Giza pyramid and they're looking for the whatever butt plug that Ahmet is sealed in or whatever.
Ushapti.
Yeah, the Ushapti. Yeah, and you know, and we get in there, and I mean, there's just like, you know, again, the scene where he's in the psych ward and everything after that, it's just wild. I just was like, holy
done really
shit.
well.
Like, yeah, it really is. So, I mean, everybody behind this project and everything, I mean, you guys really, really did a good job. It makes me have a lot of hope for shows that I'm not looking forward to, like Miss Marvel, as well as it has me really hyped for things like She-Hulk, stuff like that in that degree. And like the Guardians episode that's coming out this holiday.
Right.
Stuff like that. I'm really hype on that. And I think, you know, with passionate, really creative people behind these projects like we have, I think it has a lot of potential to really succeed and be something super cool. Like Loki and WandaVision and, you know, Moon Knight. And I think that's all I'm going to leave that list at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I just I feel bad for that one.
Which one? Falcon?
Just because I know it had just big problems beyond just the writing of the show, like
Yeah.
things being cut and COVID and all of this.
I mean, I don't think that the show is bad. I just don't think that it's not nearly the degree of excellence that those 3 shows are.
Well, yeah. So here's the other thing too: is like, so WandaVision set up Doctor Strange.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That is literally Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness prequel.
Loki is setting up Kang.
Well, it's setting up Quantumania.
So, but will then eventually be Kang.
Yeah.
What did Winter Soldier? Not Winter Soldier, but yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier. Well, that's set up.
Well, that set up things. Some of it set up a little bit for Moon Knight. The Cairo.
We never saw
the black market deals,
Power
but
Broker.
but that's what I'm saying. In Falcon, you figure out who the power broker is, you know who it is, and all that type of shit. You see them.
Grand scheme, what's Power Broker doing? Like
Making money off of superhero shit.
we gotta take him down. We're gonna send Spider-Man over there. What? No.
I don't know. I
Poor
mean,
villain.
well, the power broker also is working with Shang-Chi's sister as well. And that's another thing is that like a lot of people be forgetting about Shang-Chi and Shang-Chi is real tight with Wong, and I can guarantee you motherfuckers that after this movie Shang-Chi about to be in everything.
You don't think no 10 rings would have helped?
What during this? I think this might be happening before. Have you seen 10 Rings?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Didn't
then.
have to. I know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So I think this is happening. I think the scene where Wong pays Shang-Chi a visit at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's
They call.
I think that's right after Doctor Strange.
Huh? So who was called?
Huh?
Oh. Who was called? They said there's something calling or something like
Oh, I don't know.
in post-credit scene or whatever in Shang-Chi.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I just don't know
you
what
don't
they're
know who-
referencing to. No, I don't.
It was calling to somebody or something was sending a signal
Whatever.
to who? To
10
who?
rings. 10 rings, bro. I don't know.
Already there. Who's
No, I know.
calling?
I'm saying like I don't. It's just 10 rings. What are you gonna do? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm thinking that scene is after that though.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the events of what we just
Mm-hmm. Yep.
could be.
Yes.
Very well. Do we want to transfer into talking about that now? Since
Yes.
Kind of touching on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
So.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. We just saw it. So it's kind of a mixed bag for me.
Mhm.
I thought it was a great film. I love the acting in it. There's some stuff in this film that didn't piss me off. More so just kind of was like, oh man, like I didn't want that to happen.
Like what?
Well, I
No.
mean, that's like big spoilers. Let's do
Okay.
no spoilers
No
first.
spoilers? All
Yeah.
right. All right.
So, expectations going into this film for me pretty high.
Yeah. Agreed. I didn't know to what degree or how, but I knew that something
It
had to be.
yeah, it had to be a
impressionable.
big film.
It did.
Yeah. Which
Which
I
it was.
I was gonna say I do think that it successfully captured that and displayed that on screen for people. I think that it was a very ambitious film.
And if you have the opportunity to see it in 3D, I recommend it.
Yeah, me
Usually,
too.
I don't like seeing 3D movies. And when
Same.
you told me that, I was like, okay, I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
it
and
in
then
3D.
I was like, damn.
It's worth
was
it
worth
because
it.
it's not the gimmicky, just like things
No.
flying out at you. It works with all of the effects,
Right. Yeah.
and not once did I feel like I was in a Disney World park.
Yeah. 100%.
Ride or anything.
Yeah. I would recommend that too for sure. I definitely think that kind of helped the viewing experience and kind of made it a little bit more like grandioso or whatever they say, whatever. You know
I
what I'm saying?
definitely think too, like this movie is for sure a theater movie. Beyond just being in 3D, I don't want to say music because it wasn't all, but sound effect wise with the low frequency,
Yeah.
that added so much to the scenes that were
Mhm.
when there's something that's supposed to be really like heavy going on,
Yeah.
gravitas, a lot of action, whatever. It added so much to it. So like that's just think of things when you see it now, like on a smaller screen, or if you watch it on your phone,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get the same
Yeah, no.
visceral reaction of like
Yeah.
these portals pop open and you're just like feeling it. It's crazy.
Yeah, the other thing that I noticed about this film that was very interesting was very wide color palette in this
Mm.
film. I mean, holy colors!
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, they're
poppin'.
they're.
It would put, what did you think? Yeah, what did you think of the outfits? Mostly like Doctor Strange's. I liked Wong's. Wong's like the purple and
Yeah.
especially at the end. I don't know if it was the same. I noticed it at the end.
Yeah, I
Really
don't know
noticed.
if that was the same either. I think it looked
It was
like
a little
he
bit
had
more
like
muted or
yeah,
I-
yeah.
It was popping at the end.
Yeah, and I also think when we saw Wong initially in the beginning of the film, because obviously, yes, in this film there is Wong appearances, gotta
Yep.
be.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes. But the
Got a bow.
he was like traveling a lot, I think too. Like he's always kind of like traveling a lot, like throughout
In and
any
out.
cameo that I've seen him in. Like
Deuces.
yeah, he's just kind of like sling ringing around.
Heading to Vegas.
Yeah. But yeah, so Doctor Strange's outfits, I honestly I really like them. I love his cape, or his cowl or whatever it is. I think, in my honest opinion, I really, really liked, and I didn't think that this was gonna happen, but I really fucked with Zombie Strange.
Yeah.
I thought his cowl was the coolest
Crazy.
shit in the entire. Don't spoil it just
yeah,
yet.
I'm not.
But yeah,
it
Zombie
was crazy.
Strange has a cowl just like every other Doctor Strange, and it's wild looking.
It is.
The one thing I will say is the visual effects in this film. Ooh, camera just died, baby. Let's go. We're good.
No
though.
wide shots.
Yeah. Yep. So the visual effects in this film though were literally breathtaking.
Oh, for real.
I was baffled by some of the shit that we saw in the film, and I feel like this also kind of gets into a gripe, but shit happens so fast when they're doing stuff like this where I was
I
like,
need- I
wow,
can't
but
wait.
I want more.
Well, I
um,
can't wait to get it, like, or have access to it digitally to where
Yeah.
I can,
Like freeze and
yeah,
stuff.
gotta
Yeah.
frame by frame it because it does go by fast. And that was one thing when it was happening. I was trying to look around and like,
And you can't.
no,
You
because it's
can't.
happening so fast.
Way too quick. So right, and we'll get into
real cool.
gripes. We'll get into
thought it was
gripes and everything, but general viewing, like impression and everything after the viewing experience for me, I thought the story was really well done, especially for me if you haven't watched WandaVision, man, I would really highly recommend you to watch WandaVision before you see this film.
I mean, to really understand
her
and
Yeah.
the entire motivation, you need that. Not that they won't discuss it, but you necessarily won't understand it.
My mom had no
Oh.
idea what the fuck was happening now she's seen Endgame, she knew like a little bit, but she's never seen WandaVision, so she was very confused during this film, and I had to explain to her in the car ride like motivations behind Wanda. So
Right.
yeah, I agree with you in the aspect of like you really gotta watch WandaVision to understand her full motivation in this film.
In which we're kind of getting to that point now where, yeah, these shows, the TV show parts
Are pivotal.
are really
Pivotal
really.
storyboard
Well, that was, I
points.
guess, that was the whole question when it was first coming out, because
Yeah.
that was post Endgame. They were like, all right, well, what direction are we gonna go into? Oh, by the way, here's some shows. Is this just to tie this over until the movie started?
Well,
or like
when they initially said we're gonna start coming out with Marvel exclusive TV shows on Disney Plus before Disney Plus was even a thing, a lot of the fans had said, like, what are you talking about in a sense of like TV shows? Is this going to be linked to the movies?
right?
And Marvel responded with yes.
Well, yeah, of course. You say is linked, but is
Well,
it pivotal?
Well,
That's
but
different.
they kind of like them and Feige kind of alluded to it being like, yes, it's going to be pivotal stuff. You have to watch the TV shows to understand like the movies.
Yeah, see, I mean that's a move.
So
For sure.
like take for instance like the Guardians like Christmas special that's coming out on Disney Plus. You're going to have to watch that to understand Guardians 3.
Huh.
Yeah. So which is cool to me. I like that. Like I'm like, why not? Like this is cool.
I mean, if you're a fan and you can't afford Disney Plus,
it's $5. It's $5.
you're a 13-year-old. Your parents can't.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get that. I do. I understand. I mean, if mom and dad can't do it, then they can't do it. I get you. But you know, little Tommy Tim and stuff. There's the whole internet is out there. You can find these shows. You can find them. Trust me, you can. Just look for them. The other thing too is like if dad has ESPN and mom's watching Real Housewives on Hulu, just tell him to get the fucking bundle. Yeah, just it's $5 more. Like just fucking do it, idiots. But yeah, no, I mean there's a lot of stuff on Disney Plus that's not just Marvel things that are really cool. Well, there's that. There's Nat Geo. There's Power Rangers stuff on there. There's fucking cartoons. There's awesome shit on there. There's Gordon Ramsay shows, huh?
It's a whole bunch.
Yeah, and honestly, I've watched a lot of the Nat Geo shit on there. It's really good. And Jeff Goldblum show is on there, and that's so good. Yeah, it is. It's really good.
Really good.
Yeah, I like it.
Jeff Goldblum review.
Yeah.
Hey, you know who it is?
Season two of that I think just dropped recently. I think like half of it came out, but they had to film the other half like during COVID and shit. So
I was gonna say, what's it about?
Yeah.
Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
let's stick to Doctor Strange.
Anything else before we get into any spoilers?
So I want to do final verdicts on the film of what we thought before we get into like spoilers, because spoilers is gonna be gripes included with pros. I feel like it's easier to knock all that out with spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
So I left this film happy. I left this film like impressed. I left this film being like, wow, for a second movie in the installation of Doctor Strange, what a fucking dub. Yeah. Like, what a win for Doctor Strange. Like, first movie, absolutely incredible, especially visually.
Yep.
And to me, especially when I saw that there was a number 2 coming out, I was like, how in the world are they going to top the visual effects in Doctor Strange 1? And I gotta admit, I think they fucking did it in this film. For me,
I would say that it held it on the same par.
Yeah,
I think it was a little again. So like I didn't see the first one in 3D. I don't know if it was in the same aspect of the 3D.
Yeah,
I feel like that added a lot to
like your
sceneries that were happening.
Yeah.
But I think that especially the one scene that you know where most of the visual changes, let's say, were happening, it was different than the visuals that we had in Strange 1. In Strange 1, it was really abstract when you had the hands and all that. So I think it's different in its own right. I wouldn't say this surpassed it. It's kind of on the same par for me because it was good but different.
They had very similar scene of like, remember when Steven gets pushed out of his body for the first time by the Ancient One.
Right.
I think it goes on the path like you were talking about with the hands and shit. That scene kind of happened in this.
Right.
But in my opinion,
it was different.
I like this one better, to be honest. I don't know if it's because I've watched Doctor Strange so many times that it's kind of lost its.
That's kind of where that's what I'm thinking.
Because this one, I was like, by.
fresh and new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, this is wild.
It was interesting.
But
sure.
again, in Doctor Strange 1, that scene is a little slower
It's true.
than the one that is in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh yeah, he's like floating around.
Yeah,
all slow
and to me, I like that because it gives you enough time to look around and be like, "Ooh, look at all the fucking stars," or "Oh, look at all the."
But then it ramps up too. He touches the butterfly and
Yeah,
it goes
right,
flying.
right. And in
Crap like
this
that, too,
one,
but-
it was more just boom, 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 boom.
But what it boomed to was a lot of craziness.
Yeah, that's true.
I know
That's
one
true.
in particular when it happened, you were like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, was that the end?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. My bad. I must have spoiled that.
Well,
yeah.
I knew that scene was coming up too at the part that it did because when you break down the trailer,
Oh,
it was
you
good.
see
The
it?
scene that's right before it, either right before or right after it. There's a smidge of some images, and you're like, "Oh, so this is one of the concepts." So I was waiting for it. And I was like, boom! There.
Yeah,
and
when
then,
that
yeah,
happened, I
you
was
were just
like,
"Damn!"
"Damn!" Yeah, that would look cool as
So
hell.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
That
to sit
was
there,
cool.
like get your reaction.
Yeah.
It's like I knew it was coming. I was like,
Yeah, that's
Bam.
funny. Yeah, so for me, this film, 9 out of 10 for me.
9?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It would have, listen, it was going to be an 8. And then I thought about how much fan service is in this fucking film. And I could not give it an 8. I said, dude, this Raimi guy really did give every fan what they fucking wanted.
So, just speaking on that,
Mm-hmm.
because you had a big problem before
Yeah.
with one of the characters that shows up,
Yeah.
is that overshadowed now by the rest of what you've seen?
I mean, it's still, for me, it's still disappointing to see that character on screen portrayed in a way where I'm like, no, that looks just like this character. It should be this character.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it gives me hope to be like, well, I can't talk about this. You gotta ask me again in spoilers because the end of the movie.
Objection, hearsay.
I love that. Did I say that correctly? So the only thing I'll tell you is like, if you go and see this movie, wait for the after credit scene and then wait for the after credits. Yeah,
scene.
because both are the after credit is like
just
funny.
Yeah, it
And
was
but
funny.
the post credit or
yeah post
credit
credit
scene was like what?
Yeah.
So, but speaking on that, I was like, it gives me hope for the OG character that I'm talking about because
okay.
because what you saw with the little zoom and you saw
Yeah.
that little peeky hole in there,
Yeah.
that's the realm where my dude resides.
Yeah, that's where he's chilling out.
Yup. So thinking maybe some wild shit's gonna be going on with that.
Probably.
And maybe Yo that we saw in the Multiverse of Madness was a little bit of foreshadowing.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that Yo.
That Yo.
Yeah, that is,
I love that.
So many Yos.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the terror of the
Oh, no.
that Yo. No, not that Yo.
No,
'Cause I
not
was like,
that
of
Yo.
course
Yeah,
that's a
yeah.
foreshadowing.
Yeah.
But no, I got you. Yeah, it was definitely wait for the post credit scene.
Yeah. Wow. Holy shit. Yeah. What are you giving it though?
Pizza bowls.
Pizza balls. I want one.
Pizzas,
That was so
They actually look pretty
They
cool.
did look good.
That's
Dude, yeah, there was some cool ass
you'd
shit
have
in
to
this
have
film.
it on a stick. I don't know how else you.
She had them in a fucking little, like the cafeteria fry
Yeah, it's
box
true.
thing.
Yeah, that's true.
It looked like they were solid. Like you could just like
Yeah,
You
that's
just
what
like
she's
eat 'em.
Oh,
I would assume that like there's like bread in the middle, right?
yeah, but how doughy is that dough? And
Let's go. I'm here for it.
yeah,
Let me figure out
I
how
just
to
feel like
do
that's
that.
gonna be a mess.
How fast do you think that that's gonna be on TikTok?
Oh, it's already there.
So quick.
It's already there.
People are fucking using ice cream scoopers with cheese and pepperoni and shit.
Dude, what if you could scoop it out like that? That would be nuts.
Oh my god. Yeah, but what are you giving the movie?
I'm giving the movie. See, I was stuck between a 9 and an 8, and I don't want to rush to give it a 9 because I am more impressionable right now. I just seen it, so it's like really hype, and I haven't been able to but wait,
Process certain things. Yeah.
So it I would say first impressions coming out of it right now, fresh. It's a 9. It might settle to an 8, but I don't know.
Either way, it's a great movie.
It definitely is a great
8 or
movie.
9
It's
is great.
definitely recommended to see.
Yeah.
Definitely need to see WandaVision beforehand.
Yeah.
And if you can see it in 3D, see it in 3D.
Yeah.
It's
3D was so
easiest way
good.
to sum it up. Once we get into the spoiler parts, we'll talk about why 3D worked so well.
Yeah.
In a lot of these scenes, because
And
there was a lot that accentuated the 3D-ness, but not.
Oh yeah.
It's so I have such a hard time saying the 3D-ness because is there a difference between 3D and 3D real or whatever?
Yes.
That's the thing. 3D
It's-
real, not
So it's like I think it's actually called real 3D.
real D,
or
real
real
3D,
real
real
3D D or something like that.
real
I don't know.
3Ds.
But I think it's
If dive duck.
yeah, for real. Good God. How many D's you need in that 3D?
3.
Yeah. So, I do agree with you though. There is definitely certain elements of the movie that we saw that I really feel like extremely popped out and just looked so good because we saw it in 3D.
Agreed.
But yeah, I also, I think when we get into spoilers, we'll talk about why WandaVision is so pivotal to the storyline in this movie, which, to be fair, when they came out with WandaVision, they did say this directly ties into Doctor Strange.
Right.
So now that I see this, or now that I have seen this movie, I get it now. Like, I understand.
Do you think that they should not have cut Doctor Strange from WandaVision? Was a scene,
Yeah, where he comes in.
at
and
least just some kind that was a tether.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
feel like that would have made it be more pivotal. Of whoa, okay.
No, I don't want to say no, but at the same time, I would respectfully disagree just because I feel like if Strange would have been involved at all in WandaVision, I feel like it would take away from her show. Especially from a fan's perspective, everyone, myself included, was like, where is Strange? Why isn't he coming in here? What the fuck is going on? Does he not know about this shit? So I think it left, if you put him in there, I think it would raise a lot of questions as well, where it's like, is he just letting her do this to people? And things like that, where WandaVision really fixates on Wanda losing absolute control of herself. And you get to see her spiral into the Scarlet Witch. That is, the one that we see in the Multiverse of Madness. But I think if you put Strange in there, it's a really big distraction. And it's also one of those things where it's like, well, if he's there right now, why isn't he just going to fight Wanda and Agatha and everybody else? Why isn't he putting everybody away?
Well, maybe he is. That's just on the spectral realm of things. You could have it when the last commercial, when they're doing the prescription, and you have the doctor there, it could glitch to him real quick. Just Wanda, listen to me, and then just go back, whatever.
Yeah,
or
I
even
mean,
more subtle than that.
I think if you do that though too, like it dissipates Wanda's power of like the hex and everything too. Like I liked that it was complete, like because Strange isn't involved, it makes you as a viewer feel like Wanda has hidden herself from literally everybody. Like not even Stephen Strange knows where I am and what I'm doing and stuff like that. But in reality, he knows, and he's not doing anything about it. Like he just let it happen.
Yeah, but
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I like that WandaVision didn't have a Strange cameo in it at the end of the day. What I'm mad about that didn't have a cameo in WandaVision is Mephisto.
yeah.
And I thought, to be honest, Mephisto was going to be involved in this fucking movie. And when we get into spoilers, I'll talk about why. But yeah, and Mephisto is indeed not involved in this film at all.
Just ruined it, man.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You know how many people thought that?
Nobody.
Who said?
Yeah, literal
one
goose.
person.
Yeah. But yeah, so, go out, see the film. Sam Raimi, you did it. Good job.
Yeah.
You really
Knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, you really did. I really liked the film. I thought there was a really perfect blend of comedy with action and horror. Really, really interesting, cool horror elements in there.
For real.
Super interesting ones.
Get into it.
Love the close-up cameras on the, like, where the camera is the monster, and man, just really old school
Filming.
mixed with new school type vibes and stuff. Really interesting. But yeah, so if you don't want to hear any spoilers, stop where you are right now and, mute us or do something. I don't know, because we're going to talk about spoilers
We're getting
now.
into the spoilers of the movie.
Yeah. Spoilers now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. So,
Spoiler time.
movie started off super hot
Yeah.
to me.
Surprised.
I was like, Jesus, like, what
Literally.
are we doing?
First beat of the movie is like, we're in it.
Run,
Oh
run,
my
run, run,
God,
run.
What is happening?
Yeah. Which I liked because I was like, Multiverse of Madness, baby. It's chaotic. Let's go. Like,
Right.
starting off this hot already. Really interesting battle with a CGI, like, wraith-looking thing. Mummy wraith thing. I don't know.
Crazy
Couldn't tell you what it was. But yeah. So,
fans of Citra.
right. This was an instance where we get to see Defender Strange.
Really?
Don't like
That's-
him. Don't like him.
No.
The hair bothers me. Get rid of the ponytail. Ugh. I thought he just had like slicked back hair.
Yeah, no.
And no, dude. As soon as I saw a ponytail, Benedict Cumberbatch whipped his head, and I saw the ponytail go whoop like like that, and I was like, yikes! I was
Yeah.
like, I hate that wig, dude. Get that shit off.
It's not in there for long.
No, it's not. American Chavez.
Good job.
I did too. I really liked her.
It was believable. Just sold it. It was cool.
I thought I was gonna hate her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought I was gonna be like, get her out of the film. But
Why?
I don't know. I just got like,
Just from the trailers, like this is
yeah,
gonna be a
it just
tag-along
wasn't.
person.
Yeah, it was not a good like. Her cuts from the trailer that we saw, or trailers that we saw,
Yeah.
just not good ones in my opinion. I just was like, man, this character's gonna be so annoying. Like,
Right.
and then no, she was
Yeah, no.
really good, and she was fun to watch on screen, and her backstory is kind of like super tragic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they I mean, you get to see it. You get-
Yep.
yeah,
it
you literally
happens.
get to see it. But her visual effects surrounding her, oh my fucking God. Everything's a goddamn star, and I
Yeah.
love it.
Big star
I
portals, but it like
love
star and
it.
star and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that is one thing, at least for me, and I'm pretty sure for both of us, that on the 3D aspect of things
Looked incredible.
sold it
Looked
because
incredible.
you could just feel like it was
Pulsing
flowing
and shit.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
And they executed that very well.
Yeah, I
Every
agree.
time it was on screen, it was like, whoa.
Yup.
Here's another big ass portal.
Yeah, so we get a little bit of a tropey story with her in the aspect of where she can't control her powers. It only happens when she gets super scared or like super emotional, angry, whatever, what have you.
So it does.
Until it doesn't at the end. Yeah, and then she just somehow can like, she's like, yeah, I got this.
Oh, I just
now.
gotta punch things.
Yeah, it's like,
God.
good God. Yeah. So but her power basically is that she can travel through dimensions.
Right.
I thought that this was going to be
Universe.
a super, I thought this was going to be a super gimmicky, weird character in this thing where I was like, come on, man. Like, seriously, this is our, like, travel companion through the multiverse. Like, this is going to be so
And this is
stupid.
what we're gonna use to hop around.
Yeah, and actually, no. I mean, just everything that they did with this character, I really, really enjoyed it, and I thought it was really well done.
Yeah.
Shout out to the actress who plays American Chavez. Super cool. But yeah, so beginning scene.
Starting.
Huh?
Yeah. I was gonna say
yeah.
starting out.
Starting out. Beginning scene. They're about to get the book of what?
Ashanti.
Yeah, Book of Ashanti, where it gives you any spell to defeat your enemies.
Supposedly a book of all good.
Yeah. Which
The
is
antithesis of the dark.
yes. Which Wanda currently has. Now when we get to this Wraith is really fucking up Strange. It gives him a good little 1-2, and then it stabs him through the fucking like chest and everything. This Strange flips on American Chavez. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I really was like, what?
Well,
Are you bad now? Like, I don't understand. He was just like, it's the only way.
well, see, that's in his opinion. If the demon or whoever is controlling said demon would get a hold of the power that she has,
Yeah.
it's a multiversal threat that could stop everything.
Sure. Yeah.
So this is just like with the Time Stone. This is the one opportunity, the 1 in 14 billion. Like, we have to do this plan.
Right.
In his mind, that's what he thought at
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do what's necessary.
Right. Yeah. So at the very last second, Strange, like right before he basically dies, American Chavez is like, like getting held up by the Wraith and shit, and he like throws these ring thing, his I don't know, spells, whatever, and it cuts her tethers because she's screaming and she's super scared. A portal opens up and they both fall into it, and it's our world, where our Stephen Strange is. Stephen Strange in this one, a little bit of an odd thing is happening to him where Rachel McAdams' character, God, why can't I remember her name?
Yeah. Now, why?
Rachel McAdams' character,
Starts with a C.
Shit.
Starts with a C. I know
What's
that.
your character's name?
Oh,
no. Clarice. No, that's
No.
the wrong movie. Damn. Karen? Catherine?
That's a K.
Cindy? That's my mom's name. Damn it.
Christine Palmer.
Christine. That's it.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's getting married to somebody, and we see one of the doctors from Doctor Strange 1. He looks like he's going through a really rough time. Apparently, he's like talking to Strange. He's like, "Damn, bro, I lost my cats and my brother in the Thanos thing. So, like, you couldn't do anything about that, man, or whatever." And
Yeah,
like,
right.
Steven is like, "I'm sorry. Like, I tried
I'm
my
assuming
hardest."
that they died in the 5 years that everybody was dusted.
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah,
Couldn't-
like, what do you want me to do? So that was cool because he was Steven's like kind of like a dick to him in the first movie, so it's kind of cool to see him come back and be an absolute cock right back to him. So that was interesting. You can tell Steven is really upset that Christine is getting married, though.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things, their chemistry in the first film, you could tell that there was definitely something there. It's unfortunate that Steven doesn't really get to have his girl. Like, you know, kind of like Tony. Tony has the girl, but
It's
Tony
true.
ends
The
up
hero
dying.
doesn't always get the girl.
Yeah. And you know, and he has this really cool line to Christine. I mean, obviously after the ceremonies and stuff, Christine walks up to him, all this shit. And, you know, they're just talking, conversing and stuff. And Steven has this really cool monologue to Christine where he's just kind of explaining to her, like, look, like back then I do care about you, but I had to make sacrifices in order to do what I do now. And I just want to let you know, like, you know, it was I do care about you, blah, 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 and this, that, and the other thing, and blah, blah, blah. And she has her cool response of saying, like, you know, I am happy, I'm blah, 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 thank you. Are you happy, Steven? And you can tell that Steven doesn't know how to process that question.
Right.
And this is a question that is kind of asked to Steven and some other characters throughout the entire movie. And I think it's kind of like the main plot of not the movie, but of the characters is like, every character, are you content with where you are and are you happy right now?
But not even that, because sometimes things that you think will make you happy
Don't. Right. And I think that's kind of the general theme of this film is Steven trying to find happiness along with other characters in the film. And I kind of liked that they sprinkled that in the beginning, and that theme kind of carried throughout the film. And that's just something I picked up on while we were watching it, where I was just like, huh, it was pretty interesting. Like, I like this. This is cool.
Yeah.
So after all that, we get a little, you know, Doctor Strange action where, you know, there's some rumblings and tumblings going on and stuff. And obviously, you know, something's about to go down. Really cool scene of Benedict Cumberbatch just diving off the fucking banister, and his fucking, his cow is just like there. He just like pulls it on and he just fucking flies off and everything. Looks cool as shit.
I totally thought during that part, right, like the rumblings and the tumblings, because they were in the reception. Wedding,
Yeah.
I envisioned Batman. Like I was waiting for. I was waiting for like a car to bust through like.
Oh my god!
It's because like it had the same like just like you hear it out in the distance like oh no, and it's.
I thought American Chavez was gonna portal into the ceremony.
Yeah.
I was gonna. For me, I would have been like, please don't do this. Like I didn't want her to just like stumble in and be like, what? Yeah.
Who's this?
Right. I didn't want that at all.
No.
I was like, no, please don't. But there's like the person that should have been fucking Shumagora is outside wreaking havoc, looking for American Chavez. But it's not Shumagora, it's Gargantos. Gargantos.
Which I don't think it wasn't named.
But apparently from like a
Spoilers.
Lego set and stuff, it's called Gargantos, which is dumb.
Different villain that looks completely different.
In the
but
comics,
in the
looks
comics,
completely different.
big
Looks like
green
a
blob.
It looks like a kind of like a squid almost.
Blubber.
Yeah, like a flubber squid.
Yeah.
And then Shumagora looks like an alien.
Like what's
Like
in the
it-
film.
Yeah. So a couple things I just want to point out about this scene. One, it's upsetting to me that it's not Shumagora, obviously, but damn, did it look good.
Yeah.
Like,
It did.
I mean,
The suckers and all that.
Yeah.
Like, just beautifully animated.
the suckers, the mouth on
the
it,
framing. Yeah.
where it had like the little, it had like 4 little like lip things and would be like blah, 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 or whatever, like kind of like Zoidbergish kind of. The back of it looked completely different. It wasn't just covered in tentacles and shit. It was like pink underneath and had like little fucking
Yeah, when it, like, flipped upside down.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
wild looking. And you know, and just in general, like the CGI fight here. Man, does Marvel do a good job with the CGI shit when they're big budget films like this?
Yeah.
Because goddamn, I mean,
Well,
it was
dude,
just
'cause
so cool.
Like the first minute of that was released.
Yeah.
Like the officially, like they
Yeah.
were like, "Hey, here's a minute of this scene."
Yeah, yeah.
And I watched that, and I was like, "Oh, it's not gonna go on much longer past this."
Right, right.
So why would you have done? But it did.
Yeah.
I kept going. I was like, "Oh, whoa,
Yeah.
that's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
they're really fighting this thing."
Yeah, I mean, I think the scene itself, I think may have been like 3.5 minutes, something like that.
From start to finish.
Yeah,
probably.
where he jumps down and stuff, but really cool sequences of I mean, and we see it in the trailer where Doctor Strange does the saw blade spell and cuts the bus in
Seen
half
that,
and
yeah.
stuff. Got another cool ass thing where he throws like a sword and it goes through a tentacle, cuts that shit off. Wong is in here too.
Yeah, dude.
And
Wong
dude, the
whipping.
lines between Wong and Strange in it, not only in this scene but in the entire movie, are just so well written and like such good delivery in their lines. Like, when Steven first sees Wong and he's like, "Oh, it's what is it? The ceremonial to bow before the
You do know, it's the ancient.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, for Sorcerer Supreme.
To bow in front of the Sorcerer Supreme. And Steven is like,
Ancient
I'm
custom.
aware of the customs.
Ancient custom.
Yeah, it's so awesome.
I'm aware of
Wong
custom.
is such a badass. So cool. He has this dope ass whip where he's
Yep.
just whipping shit around, and then he like turns it into a fucking sword at the end and starts throwing it and shit.
It's
He's just so
nuts.
badass. Dude, this man was a librarian. Like, it's so cool. I love Wong, man, and they made his character. Oh my god, I
Awesome.
love that character, man. So they basically take down this thing. They do a really cool thing of Strange getting, basically it's like a traffic pole or whatever, and he like, it's like a pike
Oh, yeah,
almost
right,
with the
right.
cement. And he just
Just-
plunges it right into the motherfucker's eye and just falls
Dude,
down.
and I thought that's where it was gonna stay. Like
Ugh.
it was just,
Yeah.
no, the eye falls out.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, and
whoa,
the eye falling out in 3D, I was like, damn! I was like, this is crazy looking.
like you could see like the whole like optical nerve. and
Yes,
just, oh,
it was so cool. So
that's when I knew I was like, okay, it's gonna
it's
get
gonna
like,
get wild.
It's
It's gonna get wild.
It does. It does. We're gonna get there.
Yeah. So after all that and everything, they basically find American Chavez. They're like, "Yo, kid, what's up? What are you doing?"
Dude, I love that dude. It's like he turns for a second and then turns back and she's gone.
Yeah.
He was like, "You stole my
Yeah, she
stole
my
my
sling
sling
ring.
ring.
Yep.
And then they teleport next
Yeah,
to her.
she
It's just,
turns
whoa.
and then he turns back around and Strange, she's like, "Whoa!" And Strange is like, "Give it back, kid."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill you, kid, or whatever. And bring her to a pizza joint.
Yep.
Letting her eat some pizza, which is interesting. And later on, she gets the pizza balls. Which
Said first rule.
pizza balls. Yeah, that's facts.
Pizza.
Yeah, bro. She eats a lot of pizza, bro. I'm a little concerned. The sodium intake is probably mad hard. But yeah, so they bring her to a spot. They basically, we don't have to go into every fucking detail, but she basically explains to them why she's there, what is going on, and like her being like, multiverse. I travel through it.
I did kind of like that too, where she was like, "How much do you know about the multiverse?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "We know the multi. Yeah,
Yeah,
we know
yeah,
the
yeah,
multiverse.
yeah.
It had there's multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know." I just and then it was like, but wait, your multiverse doesn't have just whatever. Like
Yeah.
it's just funny how it's like, oh, you don't know
Yeah,
anything
at all.
about the
Yeah.
multiverse. Gotcha.
Yeah, I love that scene too. Super fun chit chat between Wong and Strange here with American Chavez as well, especially when she starts speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
And Dr. Strange is like, "And this is meaning what?
What?
Like, what are you saying?" And then Wong starts speaking Spanish and says, she goes, "This Strange doesn't speak Spanish or understand
Yeah.
Spanish." And Wong is like, "I don't even think
Think
he
he
understands
understands
English."
English.
And she starts laughing at it and everything. It's just lines like that where I was laughing, dude. I was like, hell yeah, dude,
Yeah, it
let's
was
go.
funny.
So yeah, she basically explains, hey, things are hunting me down in the multiverse to try and capture me. I don't really know why, and I gotta bounce because things are hunting me down. I'm trying to get the book that we were trying to get before, and this Stephen Strange.
And they're like, that's a what are you talking? That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
myth.
And she's like, no,
nah.
it's real. We got it.
So that gets into that opening scene when it transitions after she gets through the portal or whatever. It transitions to Doctor Strange dreaming of it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah,
My bad.
just
and he
what
keeps bringing up this dream, and she's like, "It's not a dream.
Like that
it's
was
real. Yeah,
and that was a multiversal version of you that you've seen.
Right.
And that's a crux too of what's happening is that when you dream in this reality, I guess, or in Marvel, it's dreaming of events that your other selves in multiverse
are doing.
Occur.
Yeah.
So that's a pivotal point because it gets into Wanda, but
right.
well,
Yeah. Yeah. So she brings them basically to a rooftop and shows them the other Stephen Strange that because they don't believe her, they're like, "Yo, prove it."
Right.
And she's like, "Okay." Brings them to the rooftop, shows them the other Stephen Strange, the Defender Strange that fell in combat, and Stephen is like, "Holy shit, you weren't kidding! Like
Yep.
this is real."
There's
and
a dead me laying there.
yeah, so they basically, I mean, this kind of happens quick, but Stephen's basically like, "Well, all right, let's bury him," and just fucking like lifts him up and puts him right into the fucking
just Rick and Morty's.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
yeah, like it was so wild, and he even has the line of like, "Well, I buried worse before," so
Yeah.
I'm like, "Jeez, bro." My mom even was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah,
like that line, I was like,
got
"Yeah."
over that quick.
Yeah, I was like, "Dang, man."
Well,
all right.
that's not me.
Right, yeah, exactly. So after this scene is where they tell American Chavez, you got to come with us. We'll try and protect you. We're going to go to Comertage. And at this point, Wong is like, "Who do you know that can help us out here?" And he's like, "I know somebody."
Mm-hmm.
And here we go, intro into Wanda. So Steven goes, I don't even know, to be honest, where the fuck she is.
Yeah, well,
Because at the end of WandaVision, she's in like the Alpine Mountains or whatever the fuck that place is.
I couldn't tell you the actual
Well,
location.
it just looks like she's out in the like in Iceland by herself.
Right. Secluded.
No idea where she is now. That was one thing where I was like, where are you? And so Steven comes down, talks to Wanda about the situation at hand, and says, basically, "I have a job for you." She's like, "Oh, I think you're here to talk about Westview. I'm sorry, people got hurt. I lost control." He's like, "I'm not here to talk about Westview. It's fine. You're good. Everything's cool. You put things back in order where they were. Everything's all good."
Yeah.
So she starts
No harm, no
going,
foul.
they're having a good old chat and everything, and she drops the line, "Well, why don't you bring American here, and we can, and I'll protect her." Blah, blah. And Steven kind of stops, and Wanda then stops and realizes that she just dropped her name, and Steven never told her the name, and she literally goes, "You never told me her name, did you?"
Yep.
And he goes,
Yep,
"No, I didn't." And it's an interesting thing that happens here where she goes, "When I had the hex up was the easy part, but the lying is never easy." And she wipes her hand, and literally all these crazy, beautiful trees and everything that's around. I mean, everything is just death, around her. I mean, everything looks like, that's what I was saying. I was like, I don't know where she is, because, I mean, do people even know that that's happening?
Yeah. I don't
Does
know.
Steven know that that's happening?
Well, see, yeah, that kind of gets into the illusion because when he first gets to
he does not know that that's what is going on, I don't think.
That's what I'm saying, because he picks the flower, smells it, it smells sweet. So she's able to project all of this.
She can rewrite reality.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So yeah, so I'm like,
how did you find?
well, see, and that, for me, that scene alone, that's why I'm like, well, if Steven was in WandaVision, it wouldn't make sense. Because according to this movie, he's not aware of the hex. Maybe he was aware of it
He was
once
aware
it
of the
was
WandaVision
broken.
one.
I don't know. Or was he
Or not
aware
the-
of it? Was he aware of the hex in WandaVision after it got broken? After
Oh,
all
true,
that shit?
True.
Was he aware of it when she was inside of
Well,
it?
you
No,
would-
I don't
you
think
would
so.
think that he would have been aware of it while shield or sword is outside, unless they just
I don't know,
give
man.
that information out.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they did. The way that they operated in there.
Right.
So, and the way that Steven reacts inside of this mini hex that she's created. Now, granted, she's had more time to pretty much perfect things and stuff like that.
Reading that Darkhold.
Right. Yeah. Where it's like maybe that's why you didn't detect it. But I mean, for me as a not a casual viewer, but I'm saying like from a casual standpoint, it's like, yeah, he's probably not aware of it. She's probably so far advanced in sorcery
Right.
that he just doesn't understand like that he's in a hex or whatever. Really interesting scene though. And I was like, at this scene, because I didn't watch the Wanda trailer that came out. So I didn't really, to be honest, I didn't really know that she was going to be the villain.
Oh.
So that was all like, what?
Yeah.
So it turns out and at this point she monologues and reveals she's the one hunting down American Chavez so she can travel to a portal in the multiverse where she has kids. For me, this was really dumb.
Oh,
I
really?
didn't like it. And I don't want to say it's because it's bad writing, because it's not. I don't like that they made Wanda bad because I really like the Scarlet Witch as like a hero. And she is a hero.
But not in all the comics, especially House of M.
I mean,
That's-
yeah, but House of M, I mean, they have elements of House of M in WandaVision and in this, but
That was one of the.
yeah, but I just am
basis.
like, dude, like, if that's the case, then why is Mephisto not in this bitch? Like, this is so stupid that the kids are in this, and Mephisto, the kids are made from Mephisto. Like, why is he not in this shit? So that bothers me. That's one of my like biggest gripes with this shit.
That might be a rewrite. Or it might come down.
Or in
like
another
somewhere later.
multiverse, we'll get another Wanda and Mephisto will be involved.
Well, we know there's more Wanda.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard anything about like Elizabeth Olsen being like completely done,
Mhm.
but I think she we'll get into it, but I
Well,
think she
yeah.
might be done. But yeah, I don't know. But regardless though, she tells Strange like this is what's going on. And I'm trying to see my kids. I live in a nightmare where I don't have anybody here. I'm tired
Well, that's
of
where
it.
it's like she says she dreams of them every night.
Yeah, and then I wake up to a nightmare.
To a nightmare where they're not here. But
Right.
that proves to her that there's realities where they exist. And that's what gives her that drive to be like, well, this may be achievable.
with this girl.
Right. And
Right.
reading the Darkhold, you learn about dream walking and
Right.
stuff like that.
Right,
So that's
right.
where it's like, oh, okay. And I can make this permanent. if
By
I have-
traveling to this universe and then axing off their real mom,
Right.
and then I'll be their mom. Which again, to me, I get it. Wanda's really upset about losing everything, and it makes total sense. And
Yeah.
she has a lot of really cool lines about sacrifice and stuff like that. And don't talk to me about sacrifice. I had to burn a hole through the man I loved's forehead.
Yeah.
Like, and shit like that, where I was like, damn. Like, I was like, yeah, you
did.
did. I saw that. Like, but I just,
And
I
the
just-
reason why her sacrifice of doing that didn't last,
what didn't mean anything.
it didn't mean anything, is because of Strange giving the Time Stone up. Didn't do that, Vision would have stayed dead, wouldn't have gotten the Mind Stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
All goes down to the choice that he made.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean and that's true. So, but yeah, and Steven has a great line where he's like, I did what I had to do. Like, I saved so many people like because of that.
Not two cats and a brother, though.
It's
It didn't save them.
facts.
Didn't save them.
Yeah, and it's like, and Wanda's big complex in this is like, well, you do you break reality and you're a hero for it, and you break the rules and you're a hero for it. I break the rules and I'm the villain. It's not fair.
Not fair.
And she's right. You know, I think Wanda's motivations for things are valid in this. I just really am like, man, I just
And it's
wanted
her searching for happiness. It's the only way
right,
she can
exactly,
be happy.
1000%. And that's why I'm like, yeah, it works. I like it. But at the same time, just like, damn it, man. Like, I just wanted to see, especially at the end of WandaVision, I was like, man, she's gonna be so badass, dude.
So I don't understand necessarily why, if she's that powerful, right, that she jump into other universes, why can't she just manifest children again?
Well, because they're not real.
But they're not real in any of them.
Well, she did manifest her kids, but they, like I said, they were like hex shit. They were like
she
hex
built
magic.
another hex. No kid.
Yeah, well, I think because when she first did the hex, she thought that those kids were real. Like, she had convinced herself that those were real. And I think she's come to terms with that. She does not have any kids in this reality.
Yeah.
So for her, it's like, no, I need to get to these other realities because in this reality, I cannot and will not have any kids. It's just not possible in this reality. So, and that's another, you know, rings true of her motivations to you know, do the thing.
Right.
But yeah, so, you know, she invades Carmitage. Cool fight scene here.
Yeah.
Really cool scene where it kind of invades the mind of one of the monks that's holding the defenses and everything, and she's just like, run in his ear and everything, and he's like, ah! Starts fucking running.
It just knocked enough people like off of their shield to be like, oh, blasted in.
Yeah. Which was cool. I mean, you know, and then we get I'm trying to like speed up here because this movie was long. This movie was fucking long.
I didn't realize it.
Neither did I.
And then, oh, it's this time.
I was like, damn, it's like 3:40, bro. Like, what the fuck? Yeah. So she basically invades Carmitage, and Strange frees American Chavez. No, right?
Freezer.
She breaks in. Strange seals her in like the cool ass mirror room dimension.
Like, mirror with like spikes and shit.
Yeah, like she was trying to get out and it was just like crazy fucking spikes and shit. Then they had this wild ass scene where she was using reflections.
When she was in there and like reaching her hand for it, I was like, oh, what's gonna happen when she touches the mirror? And then it was water.
Yeah.
Like, oh, where is this going?
Cool.
And then pulling people through the water.
I was like, this is crazy.
That's where it was like the horror aspect.
Yeah.
Like,
yup.
Cover the mirrors.
Yeah, yeah. And they're covering all the puddles and all the mirrors and everything. That was wild.
Hand pops out, like American Chavez like brushes the puddle away.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
away, like,
that was cool as shit.
And then she crawls out of that mirror, out of the gong.
Dude. That was, and the way that she was crawling out, I was like, yikes, dude. What is going on? Yeah. She does all that, basically tells Steven, like, resistance is futile, basically, like, that kind of moment.
I'm trying to remember how they start going.
I'm pretty sure that she beats the shit out of Steven and Wong, and then American Chavez gets scared, and Steven and American Chavez go through a portal.
Right.
And then when that happens, that's when we get the little boom, 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 boom thing.
Just jumping universe to universe to universe.
Yeah.
So many.
So I liked this scene.
Mm-hmm.
I also hate this scene.
Because it was so fast.
Yes.
Well, not necessarily the scene was fast, but the transitions were really fast.
I needed more time in different multiverses. When I say that, I mean I needed like 10 more seconds in each fucking thing.
So that's where I can see studio-wise to go, all right, we want to show X amount, but it can't be that long.
Yeah. I mean, like, you're talking about probably like a 3 to 5 minute clip. If everyone is like 10 seconds plus more.
They're falling, so I mean, it's just
It worked.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I just was like, damn, man, some of these are so cool looking that I just really wanted to see what was going on.
Going from
there.
that dinosaur to animated, that was
Yeah.
just pure cartoon street.
It was crazy looking.
The one that was all paint.
Yeah.
It was and just call it. Whoa.
Dude, and well, yeah, like it was like 4D paint looking, like
Crazy.
splatters everywhere and shit. And
Just
it-
multicolor.
Yeah, and it was just like little things like that where it was just like I can't wait till it comes out so I can freeze and shit like that.
Exactly.
It's just because like I'm like, dude, I don't know. There's just so much cool shit going on here. I'm trying to think of other really cool shit that happened in that scene, but it was really hard to kind of capture.
Well, yeah, because I'm trying to like analyze where we are in this whole thing.
Yeah,
And there was just so many, and the
Yeah.
movie was so. There's
I
only so many
know.
things I can think.
Either way, they fall into this other dimension where or multiverse thing where it's like, I don't know, like all the trees look white, everything looks crazy.
You know where they end up landing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they roll out, and it's like, yeah, this is New York City, but in a
Different
different, like,
multiverse.
just your plants everywhere growing on the
Yeah.
sides of buildings and everything.
Yeah.
You walk on red.
You walk on
Yep,
red
yep,
in this
walk on
universe.
red.
Yeah. They get captured somehow.
Well, they go to the sanctum because they were like, let's talk to
yeah, and
this
Mordo is like, "Hey, buddy, what's good?"
We
And,
get there, and there's the statue of Strange. It's like he died.
protecting us from Thanos.
Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's awesome.
Yeah.
And,
Thumbs up for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Like, what? Okay. So then who's? And then there's Mordo.
Mordo. Good old
Bum, bum,
Mordo.
bum. And we're thinking, because last time we seen Mordo, the bill comes due.
Yeah.
Every time,
yeah, yeah.
whatever. And so he was going to be antagonistic. And
Yeah, and he's not.
Brother!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, everybody. And even American
Okay.
Chavez is like, do you know this guy? And he's like, last time this dude beat on edge because this
Yeah.
guy tried to fucking kill me.
Not
Like,
friends.
yeah, and then he's like, come on in and tell me everything about your universe and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And everybody's like, what the hell? So they walk in, having tea with Mordo, start explaining the situation at hand. And then all of a sudden the fucking screen just starts going wild. And things start
His
going like
voice
slowing
started
down and
going a bit.
everything. What's in the tea? Mordo poisoned the tea.
He did.
Yeah, and
Just sneaky.
yeah.
Hey, my dude said this day would come.
Yeah. And so they get put in these like wild ass glass wall things. We get another Rachel McAdams in here. She's like super keen on like the multiverse and how it works, and she actually comes up with a couple really interesting things that I didn't even really think about. Because Steven and American Chavez are like, why the fuck are we in here? And
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, you guys could be carrying diseases from your multiverse that we don't even have cures for, like, yet.
Right.
So, like, you gotta stand there.
Or you could be radioactive, or
Yeah.
just a
And
whole
it's like
bunch
just
of
little things like that where I was like,
Okay.
oh, damn, okay,
it's
that
not
makes a lot of sense.
necessarily like you're a prisoner. You're
Yeah, you're
quarantined.
in here for study. Like, we
Quarantine.
have to make sure that you're safe to interact with.
Which again was cool because they showed his hand, the
Mhm.
X-ray of his hand, and she commented, she was like, "Your hand's broken, but not exactly in the same way." I
Right.
thought that was pretty interesting too.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
Just a slight variation.
Yeah.
On the same event,
Right.
like his hand was here on the steering wheel instead of here when
Right.
it crashed.
Yeah.
That's a cool detail.
It was cool to look at both of their different X-rays and being like, "Oh, wow, they did break them
was
in different
and
ways."
it was close. They're just like maybe this part was bent a little bit further.
Yeah,
over
or like
here
the
or whatever.
opposite way or whatever.
Right.
And yeah, that was awesome. I liked, dude, the chemistry between Benedict Cumberbatch and Rachel McAdams in their scenes is just, it's so
It's
good.
good.
They have really good chemistry on screen. I really enjoyed watching them interact with each other. And American Chavez and Rachel McAdams, honestly, too.
Yeah.
That was cool. But yeah, so they get to a point where, you know, you got these Ultron units in this pad walking around. They keep saying Ultron or whatever, which was cool. I was like, damn, Ultron's like, Ultron in this universe is literally the armor that Tony wanted to make around the world.
Right.
Which was cool to see.
And I was waiting for
Tom Cruise was not in this fucking film. I'm
Didn't happen.
so upset about it, dude. So upset about it. But yeah, so
well, actually, but
yeah, I wanted to see it.
I know. Well,
That would have been cool.
What happened?
I know, but I mean, that would have been cool.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it would have been sick.
All right. Well, but yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
So-
So they basically say, okay, the peeps are gonna see you now. And Steve was like, who the fuck are you? Like, the Hydra? You guys?
Oh, yeah, he was going through all of them.
Avengers,
Shield,
Shields,
sword, bam, bam,
Yeah, like, and they're like, no, we're the Illuminati. Like, in that, and he's like, Illuma-whatty? Like,
Yeah,
that.
the Illuma-whatty.
Yeah, and so they bring them out. And they start introducing their members, and it's just honestly, it's a bunch of losers except for like 2 people. I gotta be honest. Actually, sorry, 3. It's a bunch of losers except for 3 people. It is, dude. It's so lame. So they bring them out. They bring them out in front of these people, and sure enough, it's fucking stupid Peggy Carter with her fucking stupid shield and her stupid jetpack Boba Fett pack.
She reprises her
And-
role.
Oh,
and she looks
garbage.
so
looks
mean.
so weathered. And yeah, nah,
Just had an attitude.
not
man.
a fan.
Had an attitude.
Not a fan. I was like, stay in What If, bro. What if you weren't in this movie? That's my thing. Nah, I mean, it's cool. I just like, dude, I like Steven Rogers, bro. Something about Peggy with the shield and shit. I'm just like, ugh, God. Yeah, I'm glad she got fucking cut in half. But anyway, so you got her, then it's fucking Tone Finder or whatever the fuck his name was. What is his name?
Black Bolt?
I don't
I think
know.
that's what it is.
I was like, who the fuck is that guy?
He is the leader of the Inhumans team. And he is like the guy who was actually playing the role in the show.
Correct.
Canceled.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's who he be.
Yikes.
And yeah,
his helmet looked cool.
His whispers level.
Yeah. I mean, like, his power is cool. It sucks that you can't talk, but
Right.
But I mean, like, yeah, his power was cool. Then you got fucking Rambo, Miss Marvel, which was
Captain Marvel.
well, yeah, sorry, Captain Marvel, which
keep
was
all these
yeah, I know. I seriously expect then the movie's coming out, The Marvels, and it's like, jeez Louise, what?
Yep.
How the fuck we gonna do this? Captain, Miss, Sir Marvel, we got fucking,
Thing 1, thing 2.
Yeah, for real. But anyway, yeah, so Rambo's in there. That's super cool. So I guess, well, not I guess we know where her mom is, but it's like, it's cool that she's in there.
Yeah.
It's cool to see her again. And then we got, after that was fucking John Krasinski as Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Which was
That was the big
awesome.
one. I was like, whoa!
Dude, I'm not going to lie. I really liked him as Reed Richards. I thought it worked a lot. It was like scary how good he looked as Reed Richards.
All the fan art.
Yeah. All the
That's
Photoshop.
what it would look like.
Literally was like, yeah, okay, John, you're going to grow your beard out a little bit. We're going to dye it black, and then we're going to dye your hair black, put a little bit of white in it, and you're going to be wearing this latex Fantastic Four suit that this person drew.
Right.
Like, okay.
Right.
Cool.
And that was it.
What are my lines? Yeah, like,
right.
so, and then the final member comes out, and God, what a sick ass fan service this was. But it is Professor Charles Xavier in the fucking X-Men cartoon wheelchair.
Looked good, I thought.
It looked fantastic.
Not gimmicky. Like, cartoon was big.
Oh,
Wasn't
yeah.
Crazy big.
So, the other interesting thing that they did from the X-Men cartoon was his psychic abilities.
Oh, yeah.
When he goes like this, and you see waves
Wah
come
woo.
out of his the wah-wahs come
Right.
out of his head, I was like, fuck yes, dude. Whoever did these visual effects was a fan of the fucking X-Men show.
Right.
So good on you, man, for like putting that in there. That was so cool. And like the waves even transition into like, Strange seeing a cool ass memory of the other Strange that died. We find out that he actually didn't die feeding Thanos. In this multiverse, he's a big fan.
Yeah.
He's just a big waving fan around.
Fanning
Yeah, with a gauntlet on. But yeah, so they defeated Thanos, and Stephen Strange in this multiverse was fucking around with the Darkhold book, and so he becomes wild and stuff like that, and everybody on the team and the Illuminati, they all and my bad, I'm sorry, dude, and fucking Mordo is on the Illuminati as well. I'm sorry. But yeah, so they basically make a choice they have to kill Strange, and Captain Forkhead or whatever his name is, he goes, I'm sorry, and just destroys Kamehamehas fucking Doctor Strange into oblivion. Yeah, hey, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that scene was like interesting to me, but I definitely
But then, like our Doctor Strange, let's say ours, it's 616.
yeah.
Said, well, why'd you build you got a statue out there, so
Right.
Well, we had to Batman
People-
Returns or whatever situation.
People need heroes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
He might not be the hero the city deserves,
So
but he's the one that he needs.
yeah.
It's
So
the Harvey
stupid.
Dent thing. It's
Yeah.
like,
So, yeah.
okay, I guess.
Yeah. So, obviously, Strange is trying to warn them that Wanda's on the hunt and that she's coming to this multiverse. Wanda ends up,
We're like,
yeah, she ain't coming.
Her dream walking bullshit.
You know who we
ass.
are? We're the Illuminati.
The Illumino. What?
Yeah. Clearly, they are the Illumawati because Wanda makes
Yeah.
her way in that bitch and she just starts fucking everybody up.
Yep.
The
Building's been breached. She's like, no. That was funny.
Yeah,
The
he
building's
goes,
been breached.
no shit.
No shit.
Yeah, no shit. I was trying to tell you about that the whole time. So Wanda's daydreaming. She's dreamwalking into another Wanda that is inside the facility, and she's possessed her, so she's like controlling her. So she's fucking everybody up and everything. The Illuminati is all like, oh shit, we gotta do something about this. So they get up and they all fucking go out there. Reed Richards starts to have a conversation with her. Wanda, you don't want to do this, blah, blah, blah. She basically turns him into spaghetti.
Yep.
I was like, damn, that
Just
quick.
unraveled him.
I was like, dude, what the fuck? I don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, with the Black Bolt one, the first just like disappearing in
Oh
the mouth.
shit, that was cool as fuck. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, that was
Black
the
Bolt
first
one.
one where I was like, oh, it's gonna go down. It's going down,
Yeah.
dude. It's
Black Bolt is standing there. Everybody's like, yo, Black Bolt could literally annihilate you right now, like with his one word of his mouth. And she goes, what mouth?
What mouth?
And he has no mouth anymore. And he's like, like the Matrix type
Yep.
shit. And then he goes to shoot his fucking, mouth.
I think he was just
mouth
saying
hole.
something. Like I just trying to like be like.
Oh,
what the
I
fuck?
took that as that was him trying to like break the fucking mouth thing, where like it would come out, and it just doesn't, and he just blows his fucking head
just-
right off. Yeah, and it honestly, it was pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I was like that.
blood leaking out.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Let's see what
So
else.
then went into the Reed Richards unraveling.
Yeah, then Reed Richards unraveling. Then we get stupid Peggy Carter, and thank God, thank the lucky stars that after she says Steve Rogers' line of
Yeah,
"I could do this all day," Wanda throws the shield right through her fucking stomach, and she gets like Last Samurai'd in half, dude. And you know, and then you see her torso fall down, and I was honestly at that point I was like, thank God. I was like, get her out of here. Then Rambo comes in.
Well, they were fighting her together a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Rambo was kind
Rambo
of carrying that
knocked
fight.
down.
I was upset. I was really upset that
like, this is
Rambo.
dumb.
I was like, I don't think that this could
The
actually
statue
happen.
falling down. Nah.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel can blast through spaceships.
Right.
Right. The statue didn't.
I didn't like that.
No.
I was like, you should have consumed her with like your dark energy and had her like dissipate into ashes or something.
Yeah.
Having a statue fall on her was just like
dumb.
Really dumb to me. And I just was like, I was like, oh, okay, so all we got to do is just drop a rock on or Captain Marvel, and
apparently drop a
they're
rock.
dead. Yeah, literally. Yeah. So I was like, damn, that's kind of fucking dumb. Then we got Professor Xavier. His was cool.
Badass.
His was really cool. I was upset though. I was really upset that he died.
So it went into the thing, right?
Yeah.
Went into the world.
Her mind.
Wow. So that was where I was questioning at first. Like, but wait, whose mind are we in? 'Cause he's walking around.
He's in Wanda's mind.
Oh, I got
Wanda
I got
from
that, but
from
at first,
well, no, the Wanda from the multiverse that they're in.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But at first, I thought that we might have been like thinking that we're in Wanda's mind, but in his, because he's walking around, he didn't seem like he.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I was like, shit, who won in the battle, like the mind battle?
Yeah.
Because he was like, what's
he
you know,
he definitely looks a little uncertain while he's walking around. He's like, what the
so
fuck
that's where I
is
was like,
going
maybe he got trumped in. Like, you know,
yeah. He sees Wanda under some rubble, as like, yo, let me get this hand. She's like, all right, cool, and lets him. He's like, your mind is being taken over by the Scarlet Witch, and you see this. They're in like a white room.
Yeah.
And you see this dope ass red
mist.
fog mist shit, just like consuming the camera.
Like deep red.
It's like blood. Yeah, it's like
crazy.
Blood crimson red, and it's like almost on him, and you think it's gonna happen real quick, but it doesn't. It like waits like a couple seconds, and then it's like and then she just fucking snaps.
Like demonized.
Yeah.
Just pops out.
Yeah.
Breaks his neck.
Crazy looking though. I was like, damn, this was cool as shit. I was really into that. So yeah, we go through all that. They're running in the sewers now, and Wanda's chasing after them. Wanda's looking a little bit like a zombie because her leg's dragging.
Yeah.
She was dragging that leg, doing the stanky leg. Yep. And Benedict Cumberbatch was like, yo, Wanda, if you're in there, hold your breath. And then he just fucking releases some water and shit. Everybody's like, yo, did you save us? He's like, nah, I just bought us some time. Then they come across this door where they're trying to open it.
Right.
And Rachel McAdams is like, yo, only the other Steven opened this. I don't know how to do it.
Exactly.
So
I know where it is.
Right.
Other than that, can't help you.
Steven's like, all right, cool. What this is? He tries to do his little thing or whatever, and it doesn't open. And he's
I was
like,
confused at that too. 'Cause I was like, he did it, everything moved, and then nothing happened. I was like, well,
yeah,
okay.
what'd you just do?
Yeah, right.
He's like, damn, it didn't work. What would I have done is something special to me, blah, blah, blah. And he's like thinking, and Rachel McAdams takes out his watch, and she's like, Steven, and he turns around, and she's holding the watch. She's like, oh, shit. So he puts the watch in, and sure enough, it opens up.
There it goes.
Opens right up, and we're back into where we were in the first fucking scene.
Which it's the scene that we've seen in all the trailers. The door opening up, and they're
like peering out into the like weirdness of that room or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. They jump down. They get the book. Right? Yeah. They take the book out.
Yeah.
And then Wanda shows up, right?
Right.
Yeah, and then I'm lost.
Well, so that was one thing that I was questioning too when I saw that, and like what we saw in the beginning. So this place where the Book of Ashanti is kept, it's kept there by the old Illuminati Doctor Strange, right? He kept it there in that facility, which is Baxter Building. They mentioned that. That's
Right.
Reed Richards' place.
Right.
So that's a specific universe's Doctor Strange, and he put it there.
Yeah.
He's the one who knows it's there. The
right.
scene that we saw in the beginning, American Chavez and Defender Strange, we don't know how the fuck they link together, do we?
I think she just.
And-
Well,
and then how did they get there?
well, they don't allude to how they got there. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
she tells them in the pizza shop where we were talking about, where she's like, "Yo, like, that's a myth, blah blah blah." And she's like, "Yeah, but we reached it." They don't. She doesn't
But
allude
that's
to
kind of
how.
where I'm
Yeah.
wondering, how did said Defender Strange reach this place?
Probably same kind of means as how the Strange
Dream
does.
of it, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, it could be something like that, or it could be like they just stumbled upon,
Because
finding
it just seems
it.
to me that
or-
it's in that specific universe's. Jeez.
She is sawing logs. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd honestly have to watch the movie again. I want to watch the movie
do too.
again.
I can't wait. See it again and refresh everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're in that area.
yeah.
The book is there, and
They grab the book.
yeah, and then
Strange is like, let me get that.
Wanda's there.
Wanda's like, let me get that.
Ah,
Yeah.
and she burns the book,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
destroys-
She like throws her magic on it. Yeah. And it like burns it.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Yep.
So
And it's
they're like, oh shit, what
no,
are we
that
gonna
was
do
our-
now?
That was our one and only thing.
And
And she had
she grabs Chavez.
she has Chavez.
She makes
Grabs her head,
Yeah.
opens a portal, and
They get sucked
zips Christine and our Strange
Yeah.
in,
Yeah.
and it goes.
Yep. They get to a really weird multiverse place where there's like, what do they call it? The
incursion.
collision, or
Yeah, the incursion.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's where it's like
That
everything's
was
all
wild.
drippy and
It's
yeah,
like
floating. and all
buildings are
that.
like floating in the air.
the bridge in the water.
That was cool. That was cool, dude. The sanctum or whatever, where Strange
That was
Strange
really
is.
cool.
The doors open and there's like this fucking crazy ass stairway that leads up into like the clouds, and
nowhere,
then there's
right.
fucking waves coming in from like a ocean, and I was like, damn, this is
It was
crazy
really cool
looking.
set design.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like, damn, wish I could film visual there.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
So like that, yeah. So Strange walks into the door.
Mhm.
Door shuts. Christine's left outside, and he's like, "All right, I guess I'll find out what's going on."
Yeah.
He starts walking around.
Hello.
Good.
Yeah.
And he gets to that top floor, and who's there?
It's another Strange.
Other Strange.
Yup. This one looks a little unhinged.
A little bit, and he's got a certain book
Yup.
strapped to him.
And
Oh, we forgot to mention. So there was a part in the fight, I think that was in Camouflage with Wanda. They had the Darkhold there or whatever, and they stabbed it, right?
oh
That was the first-
shit! Yeah,
they
that
were
was
like,
like
"Ah."
Wong's like, it kind of looked like a little bit of a love interest, to be honest.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yep.
she looked like
was the
she
one
was
who's
kind of
like,
into him a little.
Oh yeah,
and he looked
you
like he
can't
was
be the one to do this.
yeah, I was like, damn, son.
Boom.
And she, that was honestly, when she did that, that was brutal too.
Mm-hmm.
When she like died from that, I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, and then it shows
Sandify
a
had the
little
one
tear
tear.
falling down. I'm like, oh, R.I.P. What a martyr.
That was when Wanda like has Wong is like, all right,
where are we going
Yeah.
now? And then her and Wong go to.
Oh, that was it. So she asked him like, so the Darkhold's gone. So and he was like,
Tell me what
tell
I
me
need
more
to-
about
yeah.
it. And he's like, it wasn't the original or whatever. That
Yeah.
was written on the walls of the Good Mountain, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, take
We
me
gotta
there.
go there.
So
Yeah.
he's got a slinger there.
Yeah, and then
You get there, it's like
yeah, she's like,
You
you couldn't
couldn't-
sling
I
me
was-
up there.
I was literally about to say, like, why didn't he just teleport? Like,
Yeah,
magic only goes so far here.
yeah, yeah. I was like, all right, writers, okay. I
Right.
was like, all right, I get it, whatever.
So,
You
but
gonna make Wanda go up there now, okay?
going
She gonna
back,
just fly up there anyway, so why the fuck you bitching?
which exactly what she is.
Yeah, I'm like, you can fly.
Just wasting her time. I get it. Busy
Whatever.
woman.
This is me being reasonable. Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah.
So
So going back to Stranges,
Mhm.
we get up there, we see the unhinged one. He's got the dark hold
yes,
there. strapped to him.
strapped
Like, this
with that
is mine.
thing.
I use this.
Yep.
This is my book. Can't have it.
Yeah.
Book. And yeah, so then they start their
Have a-
battling.
Yeah. Unhinged Strange has wild ass third eye.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
Oh, he opens it.
Opens that thing up and it's like, honestly, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like I was like, ew.
Yeah,
Put the
it
thing back.
looks unnatural for
It
sure.
was really weird looking, but it was cool. Yeah,
right
it was
in the
cool
wrinkles.
as shit.
And all he wants is a world where he's got Christine.
Yeah, and it was like creepy.
Oh yeah.
It was like weird. I was like, you don't deserve Christine.
No, he definitely doesn't.
You're a creeper.
But I'm sure what antagonizes it even more is that he looks out the window and she's
Christine
right there.
is right there. Yeah.
Oh, chance.
Yeah,
To
and I'm.
subvert this Strange, which, spoiler alert, the whole thing that we're doing here, but he's done it before.
Yeah.
He's killed multiple Stranges.
Yeah.
And that was really, like, cool for me when he
Yeah.
said that. It's like, you ever had that dream when you're, like, falling off a cliff or
That
whatever?
was probably me.
Probably me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
dude,
oh.
okay.
Yeah. You know, there is something that he didn't say from the trailers, though.
I was like, yeah.
Things are about to get out of hand. And I was like,
Yeah.
man, I like that line. I was like, man, when is he gonna say it? But
yeah,
it's all
didn't
good.
say it.
Yeah.
But then, fight.
Yeah.
The fight was so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
What was the first thing? Well, I can't remember the
So they
first thing. Is it the snakes?
it was the beam thing. One of them shoots like a beam out of their fucking like spell hand or whatever. Then the other one shoots a beam and they're like kind of toe to toe. I think Unhinged Strange pushes our Strange back.
He whips something, and it was like purple magic. He had.
Yeah.
What?
Yes. Yep. And then that pushes Strange back into a bunch of like musical stands or something
Yeah, he
along
hits
the
a
lines.
piano, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Pushes him back into a piano, and the sheet music flies up in the air, and Strange is grabbing all the sheet music with his magic, and the notes are coming off, and then he's hurling the notes at the fuck, and
it's going with.
it's
it's
the music
music.
is doing the shit, and then Unhinged Strange takes those notes, whirls them around, and then throws them back at him, and it's like
It's all
snares
percussion,
hitting and shit.
his like shield.
Oh
it was
god,
all
it was
percussion
so
notes.
cool.
I agree. I was like, that was really cool.
That
Like,
was
a
so
visual fight with
cool.
music. Like,
Yeah.
that was. Oh yeah, that was it. When he shoots the first notes at Unhinged Strange brings up a measure.
Yeah,
That was it. Caught the
was
notes on the
Yeah,
measure,
yeah.
dude. I was like, whoa!
Yeah,
that
that's
was,
cool.
Yeah, it was real cool.
Really interesting.
So, definitely super interesting.
Yeah.
And then ends up
One of the
you know-
coolest CGI fights, spell-wise, magic-wise, that I've seen.
I never would have thought that I would have
No.
seen that.
No.
That was really
Not in a Marvel movie.
Oh, and then he ends it with the fucking harp, man.
Yeah. Yep.
One note.
One note, and it just like you just see the one. It looks like almost like a snowflake. It's so
Yeah.
like nice and like smooth, like around the air. It just goes right into the final blow, and it's like
And it just explodes out.
and he falls into a gate, right?
Yeah, I think he flies
and
out
he-
the window and then
and-
shoot.
yeah.
Right, and gets speared by a gate.
And
Which I
then,
think is cliche, but
Rachel McAdams walks up to the body, and she's like, "Steven, are you okay?" And then the fucking
The
third
third
eye's
eye.
like, "Ah!" Like looks at her, and she's like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, and it's wild. So she obviously, she runs into the sanctum where Steven understands that he has to dream walk.
He has to do what Wanda's doing.
Yep, in order to get back to his multiverse, because he does not have another way to get there. There's
That's
Chavez.
where one of the key things is like, okay, well, how are we going to get back to the universe in which you're from? Because when you dream walk, you're dream walking into another universe's body.
Right.
And you're like, well, you can't do that if you're here.
Right.
Like,
But yeah.
You remember that Rick and Morty episode where we buried our other selves?
Yeah.
Sure enough.
And
that's
yeah,
Zombie Strange.
And Steven is like, what I'm about to do, because Rachel McAdams is like, are you using the Darkhold? And he's like, yeah, I have to learn blah, 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 because what I'm about to do, they don't necessarily have to be alive. And,
you sound a lot like my Doctor Strange.
Yeah,
Like,
sorry. Yeah. And then, sure enough, you see fucking hand come out where he's buried. Really cool makeup on Zombie Strange.
Agreed.
Very reminiscent of
I really liked the jaggedy arm and.
It was
all
very
the joint
Evil
movements.
Dead.
Yeah.
It was very Evil Dead in a good way.
Which we didn't even.
Oh, we didn't mention the cameo
we'll get to
from
that when we
Bruce
get to the
Campbell.
end.
Yeah. But yeah,
this movie
so,
has a lot.
Oh,
it's
dude,
so,
it's so much. It's
crazy.
so much.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So, we get a cool little Zombie Strange walking around, a little montage of him like fast cutting to getting to where Wanda is. And he starts. He's on like a mountaintop. And you could tell that he's like having like a hard time keeping control of like the body.
Well, he said to Rachel McAdams,
Yeah.
Christine, he's like, when I do this, these things are going to like you need to protect my body because some things are going to start attacking me.
Yeah.
The souls of the
Souls
damned.
of the damned. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to
ward them off, whatever.
yeah, and they do. They pop out and they start picking up his actual body in Unhinged Strange's attic.
Sanctum
whatever. Where they perform this seance.
Yeah, they're like all around him, and it got a really cool shot of like inside of his pupil. You see them pulling him down into like black ooze water shit.
Right.
Where he's like, they're pulling me under, and then they pull him under, and then Rachel McAdams finds a relic in the sanctum that. She just holds a candle up to, and it just like blasts the fuck out of things.
That's another thing I need to see some subtitles or something. That way I can understand what she said. Because she said it so fast.
Oh, it was the relic's name.
Yeah, I know.
It was
I
like,
know what it was.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Yeah,
right. I don't know what.
She was like, "Oh, it's the pot of."
And it has a lit torch next to it.
Yeah. Well, she actually
it was the candle.
Yeah, she was just holding the candle.
That was already
just holding the candle to it. Yeah. And she's blasting away and getting these things off him and everything, all that shit. And she which kind of a gripe here, but she's like talking to Steven while he's in the seance mode or dreamwalk mode, and she's like whispering in his ear or whatever, like saying like the spirits that are trying to get you, like utilize them, use them, and stuff like that, and obviously like propels Steven into like a okay mode where he's.
You're right. I am the controller of the spiritual.
Yeah.
Right. All right.
Yeah, and he's like, let me utilize these. So then that's where Zombie Strange Cal comes in.
It was cool, man. Like
holy
they
shit.
were all like trying to now escape him.
Yeah.
And they were all getting tethered to him.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, dude, this is cool as shit.
And I was wondering, like, where is this going? Is he just going to suppress them all? And then, when it turns out that's the cow, or like,
I was like, I did not expect that.
Whoa, Morbius.
Right, yeah.
Done well.
Super cool scene here where, he fucking, after this like little cliff scene where he does that, he flies off, and he's going straight towards where Wanda is now. Wong is on the edge of this mountaintop, and beforehand, we forgot to mention this too, but really oddball scene where, kind of bait and switch here, where Wanda kind of casts Wong off of the mountain that they're on, and it alludes to maybe he died, but obviously he didn't. He's on the edge of the cliff, and he's trying to get up on the cliff and everything. You can see that the demons or something that are up there with Wanda or whatever.
That's one of my gripes was
the demons.
thing.
Yeah, I know they were kind of like just like forgettable looking.
They just
Yeah, they looked like odd to me.
do nothing.
Yeah, they just stand there.
They threw some rocks.
Yeah.
Wong.
So they threw rocks at Wong after that. And Wong is like literally holding on by a thread. And sure enough, you see fucking this black cow that just like a bunch of spirits like whirling up next to him and everything. Destroys all the demons and everything. Gets them to. I'm sorry, no, he flies up and the cow spreads out and does like a shock wave and and pushes all of them off, and then you get a cool ass fucking dope superhero landing for Strange in the next scene where Wanda's watching him and the cow is like expanding and it like wraps around him almost like Spawn kind of. Yeah. And then like opens back up and everything, and it just looks so badass.
It was really cool, yeah, and how it
so
like
cool.
Shifted. And
yeah, really had a
Spawn-esque.
It really reminded me of like something that like Spawn would do. In essence of it just like being like alive.
And yeah, not just like a regular cape.
Right.
That his normal one, even though it does always move.
Yeah,
and all that,
yeah. It had more
fluidity
personality.
To it, yeah.
Yeah.
You have like the little
yeah, like you said, the like, you know, if you noticed while the cow was like moving and everything, the reason it's moving is because the spirits are trying to escape him, and they're like clawing their way out, and it just looked really cool. Like the spirits themselves look cool too. I was like, damn.
On top of what his look like, with the zombification.
Yeah, and yeah, and so sorry, I'm laughing at like a scene later where we'll get there, but yeah, so. He like the cow is there and everything, and he does his Doctor Strange thing where he starts battling Wanda or whatever. She kind of like fucks him up a little bit, and American Chavez gets free from Strange, like he frees her. Maybe?
I'm trying to remember what happened there. Too.
Yeah. So Strange goes in to battle Wanda. Gets thrown off to the side. Chavez gets freed from Strange. Then Wanda is on the edge, and Chavez is going to. Strange. Wanda is battling off to the side, I think, and Strange goes up to where Chavez is and is like, "I'm here to remind you that trust in your power," and stuff like that. And this monologue made me laugh because Yo is missing half of his face, and he's like having a heart to heart with her, and I just was like smiling because
I'm the one Strange in your Strange's body.
Yeah.
The other Strange, not that Strange.
Yeah, it was just like comical to me, and I think it was like that on purpose, where it was just like everything that he was talking about, I just kept looking at his mouth.
Yeah,
and I just was like, I can't focus on your face. I just am looking at your tongue and everything, and it looked good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he peps her up. Wanda then pushes him off to the side, and American Chavez is like, "All right, yo, it's time to fight.
Yeah, I got this.
I can control my powers now."
All I have to do is punch.
Yeah, which was kind of a gripe for me. I was like,
well, I think in the comics she kicks anyway, but like actually like kicks
the ground or whatever, and it like pops up. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. So she starts fighting Wanda. They got a cool little line back and forth here where Wanda looks at her and American Chavez is like, "Uh-huh," and Wanda goes, "Uh-uh." Like that, and then they start fighting toe to toe. Wanda kind of wipes the floor with American Chavez here, and you know, American Chavez is like, "I can't beat you, so I'm gonna let you win.
Give you what you want."
Yeah, teleport or opens up another portal, and sure enough, it's inside the house of Wanda that she had been inside of previously, because she's all kind of like fucked up, like beaten up or whatever, and she realizes that she's in this world. The kids are there. The kids are scared as shit. they're like running around, please don't kill us, ah. And you know, this the good Wanda is like, oh my god, boys, and like runs to them, and then the other one is like, get away from them, and like throws her around. The boys are like petrified of her, and you know, they're like, please don't kill us, please don't kill us, and stuff.
Throwing toys at her.
Yeah, and the kind of a heartbreaking moment here where like Wanda's trying to explain to them like, I'm not a monster, like I'm here to be like with you and all this blah blah blah. And I mean, obviously us as the audience member, we're like, you are a monster.
Yeah,
like the
clearly.
reason why you're here is because you're a monster. And you get it. Shout out to Elizabeth Olsen, man, because she really killed it in this film, like acting wise, and you really see it on her face when she realizes, like, oh shit, I am a monster,
right?
And I really did fuck everything up, and I threw everything away just for this, and I can't have it,
right?
Like, what the fuck? I literally lost everything. What the hell? Cool scene where the other Wanda walks up to her, kind of like caresses her face, and is like, just know that they'll be loved. And kind of earlier when Wanda brings Wong to wherever the fuck snowy place is or whatever. Yeah, whatever. That place. And when she's talking to Wong kind of has a conversation with her being like, doesn't it make you at the least bit happy knowing that in these other multiverses, like, these children are being loved by you, like a version of you? And then that's when she gets mad and throws him off the mountain or whatever. But because she's like, no, that's not enough. Yeah. And it's like now she's actually seeing it from like herself is telling herself they will be loved, like they are loved, like you need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So
one of them realizes, oh, and also honorable mention here, they're watching Snow White, the cartoon animated one, which I thought was interesting. I was like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Looked a little bit old to be watching that, but you know what I mean? Like when I was that old, I was like, nah, I'm trying to watch Dragon Ball Z.
Right.
Or whatever. Anyway. So Wanda realizes that she is a monster. Oh God, I've made a terrible error. What?
So, universes where the kids exist.
Mm-hmm.
They don't exist. They were created in Westview.
Yeah.
Westview had the hex of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Fight, because that was the time, maybe. Even though they were dressed.
Oh shit!
You know
I didn't even think about that, huh?
That kind of mix up.
Yeah,
they had the old
TV,
Disney cartoon on there too, like
the Mickey and the original Mickey one,
right?
And in when Xavier is in her mind, there's an old tube TV that's playing some Disney animated film.
I don't know if I didn't catch what that one was.
Yeah, neither did I.
It was too obscure in the scene.
Yeah, I saw it flash up and then go out, and I remember being like, oh yeah, that's what was that again? But anyway, yeah. So it's, and I know that I can't remember, but I think, I don't know. It was probably playing Wanda's like favorite things that she watched while waiting for that bomb to blow up. You know, whatever from Stark Industries. But anyway, so yeah, so she's like, oh shit, I'm actually a monster, low key. JK, everybody. I think I'm gonna take back everything I did. She then tells, or she goes back to where the altar is and everything, where she was trying to get Chavez, you know, powers or whatever, where she was trying to get that. Yeah, and she tells Strange and everybody, like, doesn't she tell him like get out or whatever, or like you gotta leave or something like that?
Something like that. She can fix the.
Yeah, where she's like the Darkhold needs to be destroyed, and everybody who has encountered it like needs to be destroyed. You know, tells Wong and Chavez, you guys got to get out of here. They open up a portal, walk through it. Which at the end of the day, I was like, damn, do you really need her to open up a portal? You can't just sling ring out of that bitch. Like, come on now. Right. But then we get the heartbreaking scene for me of Wanda being like looking at Zombie Strange kind of like giving her the head nod of like, you're doing what's right now. And her being like, nobody's gonna have the Darkhold anymore. Like, I'm gonna take everything out with me. and she just brings the fucking place down on her like fucking Samson from the Bible. I hate that.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't a big fan of how that.
I was like,
Transpired.
dude, you just fucking axed off the most powerful sorceress in the entire MCU. She's gone.
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Here's a hot theory for you. Mephisto takes control of her.
Or Mephisto has her soul hostage, and Strange has to go and figure that shit out and fight Mephisto.
'Cause again, now, like, what is the purpose? If everybody has a doppelganger, let's say, to a degree in multiverses,
Right.
things, what makes her being a Nexus being important?
Well, I guess you would say the fact that she can, like, rewrite realities. She's, like, OP as shit. Almost, I would say, contends with Captain Marvel.
So then, the only universe in which she's... So where I'm getting at is,
What
like...
do you mean? Like, do you mean that, are you insinuating that the other Wandas aren't Nexus beings?
No, I'm like, they would be, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
then there's potentiality that gone or...
Well, yeah, like her as the Scarlet, like she might come back because there's another. I mean, she might be able to travel through a multiverse dimension where she comes to our reality and helps us and everything. But that still like is in the complex of like, well, after she does that, she's going back to her reality, like where her kids are.
See that, but that's again. Now I'll get another thing. Kids, I think I mentioned the kids exist in the Hex. That's where they existed.
In our Wanda's reality, yes. In the Wanda's reality that we saw, like where she possessed them, those are real kids. She really had them.
And was she really Scarlet Witch?
Yeah. Yeah. So yes,
'Cause I can see that also. Like the reality that she went to is gets into question too. So that reality that they went to, that she went to get the Wanda or the kids, that was all beat up from going to the Baxter Building and doing all that damage. That in the same universe?
Wait.
The Baxter Building, where the Illuminati was,
Yeah.
has to be in the same universe
That Wanda is?
that the Wanda is.
Correct.
Odds of that.
Well, I mean, that's just the reality that American Chavez was at, and Wanda had to find the reality that American Chavez was in so she could capture her.
But she was also possessing that one earlier. When she started the dream walk.
But weren't they already in that reality when that happened?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that they were. Because she starts dreamwalking to find them. You know what I'm saying?
Because I thought when she first found the kids.
No, so when she starts dreamwalking, that sequence where she's like, where all the little balls are there and she's like expanding them and everything, she's just looking at different realities where Wanda's are.
Yeah.
And then she finds the one where American Chavez and Strange are also. But yes, to answer your question, that Wanda is in the same reality that the Illuminati are. Yes, for sure. 100%. Why she wasn't part of the Illuminati, I'm not really entirely sure.
Right.
So, like, I mean,
I
that
could
those
also
people
view it as the reality, well, the time in which she possesses the realities where the kids are in. I can see that like the hex is still going, like that never got stopped.
Which hex? The Westview?
Yeah, because they go to the Westview house, which wasn't.
Yeah, but in that, you have to assume that in that reality, there is no hex. She doesn't have to do that because she already has her kids.
So Vision didn't die. Didn't buy the house.
No, I don't think that
did buy the house.
No, I think Vision dies in that reality, but she has her
still
kids.
manifested the kids.
Yeah. She could still rewrite realities. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I would assume that. Now, here's a thought. It's like when they have that scene where they're showing dead Thanos on the right and everything like that. I didn't look for Vision, and I probably should have. If
Vision wouldn't have been there. That was on Titan.
In that reality, maybe it would have been.
Yeah, it's true.
So if his dead ass body is on the ground, then that would make sense. I mean, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Well, he's dead in that reality, which even if he's not dead in that reality, still makes sense to me. He's just out. He's doing his Vision thing. I don't know.
Which we do have something.
White Vision.
Yeah.
White and blue.
DC's Vision.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
in theory. Well, not in theory. In reality.
he is around. He's doing something. My thing is what is he gonna do when he finds out that Wanda's dead?
That sucks.
I think you might have a very emotional, bad guy there.
Huh?
I really think that they're probably gonna
take down Vision.
Besides
Thanos.
Reed Richards.
Get ribboned up, man.
Well, more like Reed Richards would probably outsmart him. Reed Richards is like big smart in the Marvel series.
Clearly.
Or Marvel MCU, not MCU, comic book universe. Like him, Strange, and Tony Stark, like all like kind of rival each other on like, and Hank
Pym.
Yeah, sorry, Hank Pym.
Hank Pym.
Hank Finn. But yeah, so like, I mean, but Reed Richards is definitely like, that's why him being in the Illuminati and everything, I was like, yeah, that totally, I get it. I was like, yeah, he's super smart. And he starts talking about interdimensional collisions and all this other crazy shit. And I was just like, yep, this works. Totally understood. Like, I got it. But yeah, so Wanda collapses the whole thing on herself. Big sad about that. Don't want her to be dead. Hopefully we get her back in something. That would be cool. Then after that, everything's kind of turned back to normal. We get American Chavez is learning sorcery in Comertage.
Yep.
And you know, Steven bows before Wong, which is awesome. That was cool. Little
Ancient
full
custom.
circle. Yeah. Love their talks between each other of like, you know, Wong, are you truly happy? And Wong's like, I feel like when I travel to different, different universes and I see myself and everything, I am grateful for the life that I have in here and everything. And I just really like Wong, man. He's just like so fucking cool, dude. Like
Definitely
he's got all the right answers, man. He's just such a good guy. And he can destroy fucking Apocalypse and Shang-Chi. I mean, that fight between him and Apocalypse is so cool.
Yeah.
It's really quick, but it's really cool. So after that, we get our little ending sequence here where Steven goes back to the sanctum and he has on he fixes his watch, the watch that Rachel McAdams gave him, Christine Palmer. And he puts a new one on and signifying like new beginnings and stuff like that. Walks out of the house, walking normal, goes across the street and starts fucking agonizing pain. And he's like, yeah. And then he looks up and he's got a fucking third eye. And I was like, what?
Well, they did say that any use of the Darkhold corrupts or starts to corrupt.
Yeah, well,
he used it once.
Like my dude.
And so he's got a little bit of corruption in him.
Yeah. So that was weird.
Or
I don't know what that is, to be honest.
I'm not sure,
I really don't know what that is.
Confidence in his ability of
yeah, so that happens and then it cuts to black. And it's the credits. And I was like, damn, that was cool.
Right.
Then after the credits, I don't know how much time has gone by at this point. Because he's wearing different clothes.
Yeah. Looks like it's wintertime.
Yeah.
Got a scarf on, bundled up.
Yeah, it looks... I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Maybe fall.
I don't know. But he's in New York. He's walking... And out of the fucking blue, Charlize Theron just comes out of the woodwork. and looks banging. Got some cool ass purple makeup on, and a purple suit. And she's like, "Hey, you made a tear in the fucking cosmos.
There's been
or
an
something."
incursion.
Yeah, or something like that.
We
You
need
gotta-
your help.
Yeah. And she goes, "Bzz," and just slices a fucking hole in reality with her fucking sword
like
or
it's
whatever
a goddamn
the fuck.
green screen.
Yeah, like whatever the fuck's going on. And then she's like, "All right, you ready?" And he has the eyeball like open,
Opens,
and he's like,
like,
"Yeah, I'm
yeah.
chilling."
Yeah, we're going.
I'm like, "What?"
So I looked at something earlier after we left the movie. 'Cause now I'm trying to find what. You know, the purple.
Yeah.
Clea. Clea is the name of said character. And they,
Charlize Theron.
who is born to a father who closely serves less than Dormammu,
Yeah.
which is why we saw the Dark Dimension. She
Yep.
is the niece of Dormammu,
Good God.
but getting Strange's help.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming probably Dormammu, I mean, incursions or whatever the fuck they're called, collisions, probably affect Dormammu's universe.
dimension?
Yeah, as well. He's probably like, "Bro, the only person who can help me is Strange. He's the only one who fucking imprisoned me in this bitch. Like, I get Strange. Get Stephen Strange now, niece." And she's like, "Oh, okay, cool. Let me grab him real quick." And then, and then they go in there, and Dormammu's like, "What's with the third eye, dog? Like, last time,
Yeah.
you don't have the time stone anymore. All right, we'll seal this bitch in here now. Yeah, let's capture him." I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see where they go. I mean, I just
When do you think that's Quantumania?
no,
can't be.
no way. I don't.
That's what I'm.
know.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I would have.
You would assume it's Doctor Strange specific, mostly from Dark Dimension craziness.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Wakanda Forever.
I mean I don't know. With things like Loki and stuff, and how time is getting kind of like fleshed out in these movies, it's like it's from this little end credit scene. I mean, it's really hard to pick out where and what is going on. I mean, and granted, they don't give you a lot, which is cool. I'm totally fine with that. But at the same time, just like, dude, what the fuck is going on? Like, so I don't know. I would assume that it's alluding to his next movie. He's got to have another movie, and I'm gonna say this right now. Please don't wait like this long for another Doctor Strange film.
Agreed.
Like, I mean, the Doctor Strange film I think came out in 2016.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
It's been a while. Like, it's been a minute. So, I mean, like, I
It's
really
just they have a lot of ambition and a whole lot of properties that they're trying to.
Yeah, I just really like the character, and I like where it's going, and I really like how they're doing magic in the MCU.
Mhm.
It's just interesting to me, and I think that especially with things like Moon Knight coming into play, and you got people like Arthur Harrow using magic, and it's just different types and stuff like that. And
they
Wanda's
talk
using
on that.
magic.
They mentioned that they're like, well, what were those markings on the body of the non-Shimagurath dude? And they're like,
the
those were runes.
Yeah.
And who uses runes? It's like, this isn't sorcery. This is witchcraft.
Yeah.
That's when they were like, well, we got to talk to Wanda about this.
Right,
Because
exactly.
they're our only head witch
Right.
knowledge.
Clearly, Strange and Wong don't really know that much about runes. So it's
We're the
like,
multiverse.
so it's like one of those things where I like how they're incorporating those differences into the I guess like the world building of the MCU, where it's like, we got these cool things, we're gonna implement them into this series now, where before it was much more focused on like space and the Infinity Stones and how they apply to the story of said superheroes and stuff like that. Now it's much more like, how do gods come into play? how does magic come into play in this world? Not only does space have a hold on magic and everything too, but like Moon Knight, it's like, how do Earth realm's gods come into play here? And then let's dive into this shit. So I really like where Marvel is going with this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited for Stephen Strange to be, fleshed out more. I'd like to. I mean, he's kind of like in regards to like the team. I would kind of go on record saying he's kind of like the new Iron Man.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I mean, he's got Peter under his belt. He's got Chavez under his belt.
With the people related to Earth.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah,
when it gets to the more celestial parts with Thor, Guardians, all that. Not so much. But yeah, anybody on Earth.
I mean, like,
well, we don't get the Honda relate.
Well, when I say he like is kind of like the new Tony, I mean Tony kind of spearheads the team into like, this is what we're doing, and these are my, I guess you would call them like wards that I train, that I check in on and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, even with like Steve Rogers, it was like, I hate you, but here's my number. Call me if you need me because I will be there.
Right.
And I get that feeling from Strange with people like Peter and American Chavez and stuff like that, whereas like in their own things, like even in Spider-Man, I mean, we got a Doctor Strange cameo and stuff. So for me, it's like
part.
Yeah, right, exactly. I like seeing that the older quote unquote heroes that we've had more time with get this mentor-esque type of feel, kind of like Don Cheadle with Falcon.
Okay.
In that series where Don Cheadle at the end kind of is like, I'm glad that you chose this route. This is where you should be, and I just wanted you to get here yourself, and blah blah blah. And it's very like mentor-esque, and I like that, to be honest. And I'm probably, I might be wrong on this, but this is probably where Bruce Banner is going to come into play with She-Hulk, where he's going to be like, look, I'm getting older. I can't really do a lot of stuff anymore, but you are new young blood. I mean, they did the same thing with fucking Hawkeye, with Haley Steinfeld. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I agree.
My next thing that I think Marvel-wise that I'm really intrigued on is, let me get that new Punisher. Let me get that new Daredevil.
Yeah.
Let me see that Fantastic Four, and let me see them X-Men. That's what I'm excited for.
Just because I was just looking at the listing for what's announced and upcoming, and from here on out after Doctor Strange, we have Thor: Love and Thunder. Yeah, that's in July.
Right.
Then in November, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
Hype.
And then the next year, February, we have Ant-Man, Quantumania. And then May, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Right.
July, The Marvels, and Fantastic Four to be announced. Then they have 2 unnamed movies that are planned for November and February of 2024.
Interesting.
And that's not including anything
TV
show-wise, right?
I mean, I think the 2 unnamed movies, you'll probably see a lot of characters from TV shows incorporated into them. I would assume
probably
one of those unnamed movies, I guarantee it was Blade.
Yeah, probably.
Has to be Blade. Has to be.
Unless they do that as a team?
No. It's already confirmed he has his own movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then, yeah, I would assume that might be the November 13th, 2020.
I'm going to put a theory out in the air that the second movie is Deadpool.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm gonna put that out in the air and say that the second movie's probably going to be Deadpool.
That would be interesting.
Yeah.
Just to see what they're going to do.
With the character.
Yeah, and who they're going to put him with and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. How long have we been on?
I have no idea. I have no way to check.
Oh shit! What time is it?
It's 10.
10 o'clock at night? Oh hell no, dude. We gotta end.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta end.
All right, everybody.
Holy
We'll
shit!
see you next week.
Oh my god. Yeah. See y'all later. Doctor Strange loved it. All right, bye.
Peace.